make a lot of cash. It's the UFC 298 watch along. Let's watch along.
Start.
Yes, indeed, we are here. Freddie is here. We are live. It's UFC 298 tonight.
What's up, homies?
What a card. What a card we have. What a card we've seen already.
Dirty Guy Rob.
I've been watching the prelims. I've seen all the fights. Very entertaining stuff, top to bottom so far from the UFC. And can you shut that off? Is that going to keep going off all night, AJ? What is that? See what I got to deal with here, Fred? I don't hear you.
What is
Fred,
it? His
are
phone?
you okay there?
There you go. What?
Okay,
His
we're good.
phone?
Yeah.
No, it's Fred. It's Dave's.
No, it's not. It's clearly yours. And you have the show on your
Let
YouTube
go,
for
man,
some
so I
reason.
can
I don't
see.
know why you have that
Let
going.
go
Why
my
you're
shit, man.
on it? It's bizarre. Classic AJ stuff, as you know, as we will have here tonight
Dirty Guy Rob.
on the show. We're watching the fights. We've got a big card, of course, headlined by Alexander Volkanovski defending the UFC Featherweight Championship against Ilia Topuria. Robert Whittaker, former UFC middleweight champion in the co-main event, takes on Paulo Costa. Ian Machado Gary continues to climb the ranks, looks to beat Jeff Neal tonight. Neal looking to stop him. And Merab Dvalishvili takes on former champion and Olympic gold medalist Henry Cejudo. We're going to open the night with Anthony Hernandez versus Roman Kopylov, and that fight should start momentarily just to get you caught up on all the action we've seen so far. I know AJ is pumped up, and we'll talk about the Mackenzie Dern fight here in a minute. Miranda Maverick got the win early in the night. First fight on the prelim card, a decision victory over Andrea Lee. Oban Elliott got a win over Val Woodburn. Oban Elliott cut a hell of a promo after the fight, quoting the Nature Boy Ric Flair. He said, "With a tear in my eye, this is the greatest moment of my life." And that is, of course, what Ric Flair said after winning the 1992 Royal Rumble and the WWF Championship to cement his spot at the top of the pro wrestling game. Woo!
That was a good fight, man. Guy's making a name for himself. You got it. You want people to remember you, so good for him, man.
Oban Elliott is definitely a guy that I'm going to remember next time he fights. Danny Barlow with a very impressive TKO win over Josh Quinlan. This guy Barlow is a beast. Really strong, powerful strikes. Put a beating on Josh Quinlan, a TKO in the third round. Another very effective striker, Zhang Ming Yang, out of China at light heavyweight, puts a stop to Brenson Ribeiro, a knockout in the first round, a minute 41 in the very first round.
I
Just
missed that one.
smashed him. Oh, and we're seeing CM Punk.
Whoa, the Punk is in the house.
CM Punk with his tricep all messed up. He is in attendance as we're seeing Josh Emmett, Uriah Faber, Robbie Lawler before. We're seeing some UFC stars, former UFC stars, and former
CM Punk is there, man.
CM Punk is there. You see the thing on his tricep? He
Yeah,
tore his
what's up with
tricep.
that?
He
Oof,
had surgery.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah.
Tricep or bicep tears are horrible, man.
Rinya Nakamura, a really nice victory over Carlos Vera by decision with some excellent wrestling. Marcus Rogerio de Lima kicked the calf out of Junior Taffa. It was supposed to be Justin Taffa, but Justin got, I think, hurt. I don't know what happened to Justin Taffa. He withdrew. He had an injury like yesterday, and his brother Junior stepped in, and Junior got his calf kicked pretty severely, a TKO in the second round. He got kicked in the calf a bunch of times, and one time was too many. He fell over, and the fight was done.
Jesus.
And Amanda Lemos picking up a unanimous decision victory over Mackenzie Dern on the last fight of the prelim card, 29-28 on all three judges' scorecards. Lemos probably picking up the first and second rounds for all the judges, as the third round seemed like it was mostly Mackenzie Dern with a lot of ground control. But looked like that fight was near stopped in the second when Lemos was putting a beating on Mackenzie Dern, dropped her and hurt her very badly, busted her face up. A clear second round for Lemos, and I think a clear first round as well. AJ didn't agree because Dern did have a lot of top control.
2 minutes and a half.
Yeah, a couple minutes in the second round, in the first round. But before that, for the majority of the first round, a good 3 minutes of that round, we saw Amanda Lemos landing some significant strikes. And if you get a takedown but don't do anything with it, it doesn't count as much for the other fighter punching you in the face and hurting you and kicking you in the leg and stumbling you.
Yeah.
You know, that's just how MMA scoring is. And I understand some people don't like it and some people don't get it, but I understood the scoring and I understood why Amanda Lemos won that fight.
Just quickly, Doug thought that Dern won, but it's not the case.
Well, AJ, you're saying it's not the case? You're agreeing with the judges? You're agreeing with me? I'm surprised.
I'm not agreeing with you. I thought she won the first and definitely won the third. But, you leave it in the hands of the judges. But that's why, man, she was in a good position to submit a few times, and she should have taken – look at this guy. You're touching my thing, man?
I got to be your technical support here, AJ.
The Me Too movement right
At
there,
least
man.
It's not makeup.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, I'll give Mackenzie this, okay? Mackenzie showed some resiliency, man, because she had a tough second round, and she did win the third round, man. And the first round,
but I agree with Dave.
I didn't see the beginning of it. I came into that fight with a Mackenzie Dern on top, so she should have won. I'm with AJ. Come on.
But Freddie, I'm gonna agree with Dave on one thing. I think the ref, in the second round, the shot to the orbital bone, obviously, her nose was broken or whatnot. She went down hard, and she took a punishment there where I thought the ref should have stepped in and stopped the fight there, which he didn't. That's because Mackenzie was on her back and kind of overhooked that arm and sort of looked like she was in the game still, but it should have been stopped there, in my opinion, as well.
Okay. All right. Well, AJ thought it should have been stopped. Doesn't agree with the judge scorecard.
At the end, no.
But still, Mackenzie Dern comes up short tonight. Want to give a shout-out to all the members in the chat. Angelo Contagonis, Doug Hepburn, Patrick C. Hamilton.
He's got his T-shirt.
Thank you, everybody, for supporting the channel over at join.ringsidereport.net. We got a lot of gifted memberships last night from Angelo and Harold Schneider, so thank you for that. You can gift memberships.
Okay.
So it creates new members. Yeah. We got a lot of new members.
Man, those guys are awesome, man.
Lots of new members from the show last night. So thank you
Thanks, guys, man.
For the support, everybody. Shout out Angelo. I see you supporting the channel.
It was Angelo and Doug, you said?
Angelo and Harold Schneider.
Oh, Harold. So listen, man.
Who's with us a lot on Friday nights for Wrestling Uncensored.
Well, we'll take him to Vegas when we get there, man.
Yes, indeed. We are seeing Anthony Hernandez make the walk. Roman Kopylov is in the cage already, and this is the tale of the tape for you. 11-2 Hernandez, 12-2 Kopylov. Both guys weighing in this morning, according to the UFC, at 197. Kopylov 194, and Hernandez coming in minus 230, the favorite. Kopylov plus 190. The underdog.
I can't
remember.
His best shape, man. I'll
AJ,
tell you that much.
Did you put this guy in your parlay? What was your parlay?
I took Hernandez on this, but to be honest, I thought he would be in better shape looking at him now. I didn't get a chance to see the weigh-ins at all. This week has been pretty tough, but yeah, I took Hernandez. But Kopylov, man, is dangerous.
Kopylov looks in great shape.
Yeah, that's the thing. So let's, on paper, statistically, Hernandez should win this.
He is the odds-on favorite. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see how it goes, man. I mean, they're both in their 30s. Kopylov 32, Hernandez 30. I mean, they're not that far apart. Pretty much in their prime. But I thought Hernandez would be in better shape coming into this fight. We'll see what happens, man.
I have no recollection of what our parlays were on Thursday.
Well, I do. I mean,
do you know what our parlays were? All of us?
Mine is Whitaker and...
yeah, you guys had like... Freddie had a 2-fight parlay, and you had a 3-fight parlay. I had 4.
Fred's is Whitaker and Volk, and mine was Whitaker, Volk,
Machado.
And Machado? Did I throw Machado in there? Okay.
Yeah, Gary, yeah.
And what do you have?
I've got...
yours was wild.
No, it wasn't. It was Hernandez. I had... I didn't go with the Cejudo fight.
You had Hernandez. You had Costa.
I had Costa, exactly. Just let me double-check my notes
Topuria.
here. And then I had Topuria, and then I had... then I went with Gary.
Yeah.
I think that's
right. You got Topuria too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, AJ had a big parlay. I'm going with Volk, Whitaker, Gary, Dvalishvili. I don't think I put Dvalishvili on my parlay, but I think it was pretty simple, right? Gary, Machado, Whitaker, and Volkanovski.
And generally, we crack. At least one of us 3 will crack. And just quickly to
Kraken.
Our McCracken, man. But some guys on Rumble, our fans on Rumble, there was one guy that was like, that follows us. He's like, I'm going to go with the opposite of what these guys say. But to be honest, I mean, generally, Freddie's been on a roll winning lately. Dave has been cracking.
I'm always cracking.
He's cracking those eggs, man. And I think tonight I'm going to crack. If Hernandez doesn't blow it here, or else that's it, man.
AJ feels like he's going to crack tonight.
I've cracked a long time ago, but I'm going to be cracking tonight like some dineros, some Roberto dineros. Look at those ladies in the house. They won. Actually, he's not in the...
And
here
we
we
go.
He's not in the best, Kopylov in the best of shape, but he seems a bit taller.
They have equal reach advantage according to the measuring tape, so we'll see.
The measuring tape. Sponsored by Stanley.
Oh, Hernandez coming in real aggressive. Looked like he was trying to punch high and level change there, but Kopylov backed off. He's doing that thing where he kind of punches up and shoots with the left hand. See, there you go. Yeah, you can see Hernandez is looking to shoot. He's looking to take Kopylov down here. Kopylov seems more comfortable standing. Oof. We have
there's not much okay, here we go. I mean, there's punches being thrown, but a lot of them like that are just sailing.
right now they're just kind of circling each other in the center of the cage. Hernandez looking for some openings. This is a middleweight fight. This is the opening fight of the pay-per-view. The next 4 fights are really what we're here for.
I mean, so far, like with Mackenzie Dern and
we've had some good
and
fights.
Lemos was,
doesn't mean it's not going to be an entertaining fight, but the next 4 fights are like big fights. Big fights. This is a big pay-per-view here tonight.
Look, if it gets to the ground, man, Hernandez could win this by submission, but we'll see how it goes. Is he cut above the ear there, Hernandez?
I don't think so. Oh,
yeah,
Hernandez tried to get a takedown there.
Oh, here he goes.
Kopylov defended well, and then Hernandez again shot, and Kopylov
see the ear, Dave?
Pushing him off. I don't think that's a cut. I think that's just the way his cauliflower is kind of bent, his ear.
You think so, man?
Yeah.
Kopylov doesn't seem too nervous with the takedowns. Like, he's standing in front, and I'm liking what he's doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking sharp. He's landing with the jab. And anytime Hernandez level changes or does anything takedown-wise, it's just not effective, right?
It's a little, he needs a little more conviction on his takedown attempts.
Kopylov landed a nice left hand there. Nice calf kick by Kopylov.
Nice. There goes Hernandez.
Swarming in with some right hands. Now pushing Kopylov up against the cage. The cage.
The phage. You like the phage?
I was going to say fence and cage at the same time. It's the phage. He's got him on the phage. He's pushed him down to the mat. Trying to get a single leg here, but Kopylov defending really well. He got him down to the mat kind of
big
for a
guy.
second, but yeah.
He's a big guy. He's not easy to move.
No.
And you can see in the back of like Hernandez's back, you can see all those like circles like he's been doing like moxibustion. So generally when people do that kind of stuff is because they have like back issues.
Moxibustion.
That's what it's called, man. Or cupping.
Moxibustion.
I used to get that done, man, when I was like young from my old Chinese doctor.
Hernandez, though, continues throwing punches, chasing the takedown.
Come on, take that ankle.
I don't think
take
so.
the ankle, man.
Pushing him up against the fence, trying to get a single, trying to switch to the double.
Oh, here we go.
Trying to reach for that single leg, but Kopylov defending very well. Good balance.
Good balance, man. Big
Using the fence, too, to kind of
You see, he's got to pull out. He's got to pull out that ankle, man. Just a nice ankle pick, pull out right now, man. Go.
Easier said than done, obviously.
Yep.
And Kopylov continues to defend the takedown.
There we go. There he goes. There he's got the ankle. Pull it. Pull it. Good balance, man. Kopylov is. Like, this is tiring. This is a tiring game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Hernandez is controlling him here, but I think he might get the takedown. 39 seconds. He's just got to pull him out.
Oh, he's
there you
got
go.
Double underhooks now on Kopylov,
nice.
Trying to just drag him to the ground, but Kopylov continues to defend himself very well. He's on his one hand and two knees, getting back to one knee and back to his feet. Hernandez just not able to take him down and keep him down at all. He kind of brings him down to his knees, but that's about as far as he can go. Getting to the back now.
I mean, he's throwing the knees, throwing the elbows. He's doing
good
what needs to.
elbow against the fence from Hernandez.
To end the round, man.
I'm not sure he did enough to win the round, though. That's an interesting round. He had a lot of pressure up against the fence. Kopylov had some success standing up.
I think the end, to be honest, gave the edge to Hernandez.
It was a heavy elbow he landed, but is that enough to win the round? Fred, what do you think? Who won that round?
I think I'm going to give it to Kopylov for the beginning of the round. Hernandez finished strong, but I'm not 100% sure. And I'll be honest, I'm watching the slam dunk contest at the same time. So this white guy just decided to do a dunk over Shaq. And I was like, man, don't miss it, man, because Shaq could probably kill you, man. He did. He managed to dunk over Shaq.
Yeah, but did he hit a trampoline or something?
I missed it. Did Fred give a score? He was talking about basketball, and I tuned
he
out.
kind of gave it to Kopylov.
I told Kopylov, whatever, man. Mother
a
Russia.
little copy for the cop. I don't agree with that, but that's okay.
I think Kopylov won, too. I think he won.
Look at that, man.
I didn't have anybody
Greg Jones,
on
man.
my parlay.
Against Rafael Lovato Jr., man.
And here we go.
Round 2.
When is that? In a couple of weeks, huh?
Yeah, the IBJJF championship, man. That's going to be awesome.
No, that's not what that is.
What is it?
It's Fight Pass Invitational.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. So we got to watch that, man.
It's on UFC Fight Pass Invitational. It's March 3rd. It's a Sunday night. 9 o'clock, I think.
2 weeks.
Starts. Yeah. 9 o'clock, though? Come on. And also...
on a Sunday?
It's a Sunday night at 9 o'clock. And AEW pay-per-view is on the same night, too, Revolution, which already looks pretty good.
Oof. Hernandez with that right. He's throwing some nice combinations. Let's go. Be aggressive, bud.
He's starting better this round, yeah.
Yeah, Hernandez is landing some good right hands early. Kopylov, though, firing back. That was a nice couple of punches and a body kick. Hernandez smiles and kind of eggs him on.
Yeah.
Now they're starting to throw. Nice body punch from
Rock'em Sock'em
Kopylov, but Hernandez fires back with some uppercuts. They're throwing now. Hernandez is looking to brawl.
What did he do there? Did he give him the finger?
I don't know. I think he gave him one finger. I don't know why.
I thought he gave.
He's saying something to him.
Whoa!
Kopylov just kind of fell over.
What was that all about?
I think
man?
he took a shot to the gut. Kopylov just kind of fell over. We got to see a replay. Why exactly Kopylov just...
I thought he just dropped the exhaustion, man.
He crumpled there.
That was weird.
But he gets back to his feet, and now Hernandez
he's holding onto the octagon, man.
On his back, trying to drag him to the mat. Kopylov was holding the fence. The ref told him to stop, but it still defended the takedown. And now Hernandez again on a takedown.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be
trying to drag him down to the mat.
Ooh, he's got
a hold of Kopylov's head, but Kopylov pops out. And Hernandez continuing to just kind of push Kopylov into the fence, and he scoops him. Finally gets that takedown.
He's him, man.
He's been working at it for about 8 straight minutes now, and now he takes his back quickly to the back of Kopylov, looking for that rear naked choke.
I said submission is his type of win, man, and it's going to happen here if he can keep control here.
Kopylov in a very bad way right now.
Not good.
He has got his back taken. He's turtled up.
He's got to get those
Hernandez
hooks.
Did lose a hook, though.
Oh, he got him. This is
both hooks in, looking to secure that rear naked choke. They're on their side there.
Man, look at the red on Kopylov's face.
Hernandez squeezing Kopylov. Kopylov trying to survive the squeeze.
Mayday!
It does
Mayday.
Look bad for Kopylov.
Finally, it's going under the chin, man.
2 minutes left.
It's not quite under the chin, but he's turning red. There you go.
He's tapping. He's gonna tap.
I don't know. I think he just gave the ref a little thumbs up.
No, he's not
defending.
He lost it.
He's just no. See, it wasn't quite under the chin, but
Jesus.
But it might be back
now.
now.
It is.
Now it's under the chin. Mayday. Now he's got him.
That's it. Hernandez is smiling and laughing. He knows.
Says,
it's over.
There's a tap.
AJ gets the first win.
And there is Anthony Hernandez with a big submission win, rear naked choke in the second round.
Well, that second time he got it, it was deep, man. And Hernandez knew it was a win. He was smiling and laughing, like, you know what I mean? Like, towards the camera saying, like, it's over, man. Bonne nuit. C'est fini. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. The exhaustion was there. You can see Kopylov wasn't able to defend, like, the takedown. He was brought down. You know, once Hernandez got those hooks in, he had to readjust a few times there, but once he got the hooks in and powered him backwards, you know, was the beginning of the end. That's the thing with Hernandez, man. If for a win, you know, I called the submission, you know, and here you go, man. It was deep. Look at that, Freddie. You see that? The replay is showing, man. Kopylov knows that he's done here. Yeah, c'est pas bon. Jesus, that's tight, man.
So the parlay picks are actually posted on our website, ringsidereport.net. So they're there. So that's good. So Fred's parlay is...
It's posted there?
Yeah, it's there. Everything's there. There's so much there.
You should show it on the
There's
page.
A lot of information. It's not exactly like in parlay form. You just
but it's great.
You got to read the article.
Show that page, man. Show it to...
Stop telling me what to do, AJ.
Come on, Dave.
Shut the fuck up.
You see, as you say that, I have a question, Dave.
Yeah.
There you go.
So how does AI AJ work? Like, because AI AJ during the countdown sounds a lot like AJ, but yeah, that's exactly it.
He does, man.
He
reads
the promos like a pro, which is something AJ cannot do for sure. So, like, do you tell AI AJ to?
He made me talk
like
AJ here. I am very sorry, Dave and Fred.
How does it
I'm
work?
also much younger than the real AJ.
Yeah, he's better.
No, do the Hindi AJ. Hindi AJ is the best. Man.
I just, you know, we just make real AJ. You know, just be like AJ, sound like AJ, but be funnier, be better, be smarter.
These guys.
I don't know who writes the promo. Maybe
Listen,
AI. AI Dave writes the promo.
That's what I'm saying. It can't be AI AJ.
No, it's AI Dave writing promos for AI AJ to read.
Play the Hindi AJ. That's the best, man. I love it.
I don't think we have that right now. It's available somewhere. But we've got AI AJ.
You know
in
what?
all different languages.
They should get the Portuguese version of AJ.
We got versions of you know.
I heard the French version of Dave. It was like really like Frangolais Dave, man.
You've signed all your rights away to the Ringside Report Network, AJ. That's
all right,
just
man.
So you know.
If it's all for the ratings, I'm in.
We're cloning an AJ right now. We're making a clone of AJ. just to destroy it.
But it is scary at times. I'm like, fuck, did I say that shit?
You did.
So if I offend anyone, it's not me. It's AI AJ.
Sure.
Controlled by AI David Simon.
Yeah.
Controlled by AI John Simon,
No.
the producer.
Incorrect.
Controlled by
All
AI
these things are
AI.
lies. All these things are lies. AJ is just spreading more falsehoods, which is what you normally do.
Why don't we get a female AI member to the team? Come on, Dave.
No.
Come on, Dave. Listen, hands up if you want an AI version of, we'll call her whatever. What do you want to call her?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't think you understand what AI actually is.
Yeah, man, I want the AI version,
we
man.
We can't create like a robot girlfriend for you, AJ. That's not how this works.
Hey, look who it is. Mario Lopez, man.
Okay.
The man who never ages. I'm in for the AI female
Dan
version.
Henderson.
Oh, man, look at Dan.
Dan Henderson in the crowd tonight for the UFC. Legend. The Korean Zombie is there,
nice
too.
Jacket that he has, man. Look at that jacket.
You like the jacket?
I like the jacket. You didn't like that jacket?
I mean, it's okay.
So who's up next now? We got Mirab Valashvili against
now.
Henry Cejudo,
Real?
man.
Already.
What's that?
Already, man. 4 good fights now. Yeah.
Yep. It's coming up.
And that was a good performance by Hernandez. He started slow, but that second round, man, very impressive.
Yeah. His game was to take it to the ground, man, and win by submission, and he executed it, and he did.
Yeah.
You know?
He worked on that takedown. Got it.
Oh, you're looking at the jacket, eh?
I'm looking.
What do you know? You see what I'm saying?
Because it said Jackson on it. I was trying to see if I could find one for you. It
The
seems
white
to
one.
be some sort of MMA-associated brand.
Really?
Because the models for it are like T.J. Dillashaw and Nicky Rod.
They're nice, man. Look at those.
Does it have anything to do with Rampage?
I think it does.
This is
Or maybe
AI's
the guy who
female
does.
voice.
Because
Please
the
let
way
me
it's
out of this.
spelled.
What?
I don't know what the hell that was.
That was the AI.
No more of that.
That was the AI girl, man.
That was an AI lady, I think.
Let
for
her
AJ.
talk, Dave.
No.
Don't be rude. Be a gentleman.
The way
AJ.
it's spelled is the
Yeah.
same
This
way
is
that.
AI female voice. Please leave me out of this.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, AI girl.
There you
I'm
go.
giving you an opportunity to be on our show, so chill out.
No, she doesn't want to be on the show.
Stop arguing, Dave, with robots.
Sounds like I'm in a relationship already.
I'm arguing with
But
AJ.
yeah, the way
AJ's
that
arguing with
Jackson
robots.
The way that Jackson was spelled is the same way he spells it on his podcast. Like Rampage has a podcast now,
Yeah.
and that's how he spells it. So
There's
But I
Vanderlei
think
has
that
to
Silva.
do
guy with him has like a clothing line or something. Like there's a guy on Rampage's podcast. I
Could be.
don't know who he is exactly, but he seems connected to people. I think he's got clothing lines and skateboards or
Listen,
something.
just quickly, man. They're showing Vanderlei Silva, man. Like,
Why?
I don't know, man, but I can tell you this: out of the three of us
is he
here,
in the Hall of
just
Fame?
to our
is he
listeners,
going to the Hall of Fame? Is Vanderlei there?
Maybe.
Yeah,
This might
Vanderlei.
be-
Listen, man, I got clinched by Vanderlei Silva. I had the opportunity to do a seminar with this guy, man, and there's nothing like the feeling of being clinched and being thrown knees to the body by like Vanderlei Silva. The guy was one of the nicest guys I met. Super cool, man, and nothing like being kneed by Vanderlei Silva. So if he's going into the Hall of Fame, man, that's a legend right there. Oh, he is there. There he is, Dave.
Oh, there
Vanderlei.
is Vanderlei. So I guess they're inducting Vanderlei into the UFC Hall of Fame.
I will
Yeah,
agree
Vanderlei's
with
the
AJ
man.
that he's super cool because I've met him also,
Where?
and
Yeah, but did you
when
get
I
kneed?
used to do-
Did you get clinched and knee to the
Oh,
body
no.
by him?
when I used to do French radio, man, I think we had an interview with him or something. But anyways, I
don't know. She
remember
doesn't
him
speak French.
inviting me to his gym in Vegas, just going, "If you're in Vegas, come to my gym, come to my gym," and it felt honest. So
No, he is. I'll tell you, Freddie, the guy was a super cool guy, man. Easy to talk to. Like it was just like, you know, it was it was a nice time, man.
Legend of the sport, Vanderlei, the axe murderer Silva.
Look at that, man. When he was in Pride, it's crazy, eh?
I love this style, man.
Oh.
Straightforward. I don't think Vanderlei Silva ever had a bad fight. You ever seen a boring Wanderlei Silva fight?
Never.
You know?
But that's old school, man. Look at this guy.
Pure action. Fury.
Will Chael Sonnen do the induction or?
No. I don't think that'd be good. That was great when Wanderlei and Chael hosted the Ultimate Fighter against each other. I can't let you get close.
That was crazy, man.
Wanderlei's had some amazing fights in Pride and the UFC. He was a scary dude. Like, he was legitimately scary, you know?
Yeah, he was,
You saw
man.
him fight, and you're like, oh, my God, he's going to kill that guy. It's like, he didn't care. He didn't care what happened. Pioneer Wing.
There he is, man.
There's Wanderlei, the axe murderer. He's looking in shape still.
Yeah, he looks great, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like the Iceman. Well, the Iceman doesn't look too bad, but his pod is a little bit like he needs to work on the core. Man, he looks in good shape.
How old's Wanderlei now? He's only 47.
He looks older, man.
Who's he talking to?
Who is
that guy? I don't know.
Who is that guy?
UFC. Oh, Tony Ferguson's there. And Dominic Reyes. I saw Tony Ferguson there with some sunglasses on.
I see Reyes.
People were shaking his hand. Ali Abdelaziz went to shake his hand. Reed Harris is hugging Wanderlei Silva.
Oh, there's Tony. Yeah, I see him. Yeah, you're right.
Wanderlei's last fight was in 2018. A TKO loss to Rampage in Bellator.
Oh,
there's
Henderson.
Dan Henderson hugging Wanderlei. Legends.
That's amazing, man.
That's a cool moment right there. Hendo
cool.
and Wanderlei.
That was pretty cool.
Those guys.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
The stories that came out of Japan, man.
They've gone to war.
They were rock stars in Japan, man. Like real, like rock stars.
Yeah. Wanderlei Silva was such a beast. Well, cool. So they're inducting Wanderlei Silva into the UFC Hall of Fame, which, I don't think you can have a UFC Hall of Fame without inducting Wanderlei Silva. Makes you wonder who else isn't in the UFC Hall of Fame that already should be. Is Rampage in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so.
You should be.
Yeah. What? Is who else should be in the UFC? What can we get a list here? UFC Hall of Fame inductees.
See if Rampage is there.
Hall of Fame. Let's see. They've got a bunch of inductees. Let's see. Who's in the UFC Hall of Fame? Royce Gracie, Ken Shamrock, Dan Severn, Randy Couture, Mark Coleman, Chuck Liddell, Matt Hughes, Tito Ortiz, Pat Miletich, Boss Rutan, Rodrigo Nogueira, Don Fry, Maurice Smith, Sakuraba, Matt Serra, Rich Franklin, Kevin Randleman, Jens Pulver, Anderson Silva, and now Wanderlei Silva. I mean, there's a lot of people missing there. Is BJ Penn?
I think BJ Penn is.
Did you say?
Okay, modern wing here. So that's the Pioneers wing. They put Anderson in the Pioneers wing and BJ Penn in the modern wing.
Is Rampage there?
What's the difference? I don't understand.
No clue.
Modern wing: Forrest Griffin, BJ Penn, Uriah Faber, Ronda Rousey, Michael Bisping, Rashad Evans, GSP, Khabib, Daniel Cormier, Jose Aldo, Cowboy Cerrone, and Frankie Edgar. So I guess you don't have to be a world champion to be in the
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
So I mean, the Pioneer makes sense. It's like guys that started in Pride and all that kind of stuff. Where
so if you fought in Pride, you get to be in the Pioneer wing,
which makes sense. Absolutely.
Did BJ Penn not fight in Pride?
No, I don't think so.
Never.
I mean, BJ Penn mostly is known for his UFC career, whereas Wanderlei, maybe his UFC career wasn't as glorious as his. I don't know. I'm just going.
Yeah, I guess BJ fought for K1 when he didn't fight for UFC. So he never fought for
And I'm sorry,
Pride.
did you see Rampage there?
I didn't see Rampage
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
Did I say
there.
Rampage Jackson? I don't think
Yeah,
I
he would
said
be in the
Rampage.
Pioneer. He would be in the Pioneer.
Yeah,
right?
he's not there.
That's what I'm saying.
Rampage is not there. I'm sure there's Alistair Overeem is not there. I think you put Overeem in the Hall of Fame, right? Pioneers
Absolutely,
wing.
man.
A lot of guys like that. Like,
too bad we can't see a guy like Fedor like being a part of that troop. You know,
why wouldn't you put him in the Pioneers wing of the UFC Hall of Fame? Did Sakuraba ever fight in the UFC?
Yeah, he fought.
Yes, he did.
He did, yeah.
3 times, I think.
Oh yeah,
2 and
right.
1.
Okay. I'm trying to see, did anybody in the Pioneers wing not fight in the UFC? No, they all did. So I guess maybe you have to have fought in the UFC at some point to be inducted in the UFC Hall of Fame. So maybe Fedor never gets inducted in the UFC Hall of Fame.
Which is a shame, man. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the case.
How about Brock Lesnar?
I mean, if the UFC,
how about Frank Mir?
Man,
UFC owns Pride, like they should recognize it. Like WWE, they'll put guys from the WCW era in it.
I agree. They own Pride. They should recognize the stars and heroes of Pride like Fedor Emelianenko. I think you're right.
Yeah, good point there. You're absolutely right.
That is a good point. How about Mirko Krokop? He fought in the UFC and in Pride. How is he not in the Pioneers wing?
Yeah.
How have they not inducted Krokop?
You're absolutely right.
What's going on there?
You're right. But you know what? Maybe they can have like the Pride legendary Pioneer side. You know what I'm saying? Like just the Pride section.
Yeah, but just Krokop, he fought. I mean, okay, Fedor never fought in the UFC, but Krokop fought in the UFC and he fought in Pride, and I think you got to put him in the Hall of Fame.
I'm sure at some point it'll happen.
Yeah.
Nogueira. I mean, we could find a lot of names.
Big Nog is, but not Little Nog.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Not Little Nog, though.
I'm not sure Little Nog is a Hall of Famer. Sorry.
Donald Cerrone is, though, Fred.
Yeah, it's different. Jim
Really?
Miller will be one day.
I'm pretty sure Miller will be there. I mean, I could even see somebody like Vito Belfort, man. Like, if you're looking at Pride and over to the UFC, man.
You put Clay Guida in the UFC Hall of Fame.
I agree with that, man. The guy's been, there forever.
I'm not sure. That's a tough one. No, I don't think so. I think Jim Miller makes it, but I don't think Clay Guida does.
Man.
Interesting. How about Diego Sanchez?
Nah.
Fought a long time. Fought for the belt.
How about Matt Hughes?
Nah.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Matt Hughes is in the Hall of Fame for sure. But there's a lot of names that are not, right? But Vanderlei, one of the names that was not, and now he's going to be, so that's good, I guess. I don't know how much.
But Frank Mir, you got a point there too, you know?
Like, does it mean anything to the fans? Like, I feel like wrestling fans, the WWE Hall of Fame means something to us.
And also, what's the process? Like, I like other sports, you know, they have like a vote and there's a sort of a process to earn your way. Whereas the UFC, it's more, I think you're just chosen.
Well, in hockey,
chosen by Dana.
In hockey, I think it goes by points because, like, I think Anderson that won for Team Canada with the famous goal and the famous pick, he didn't make it to the Hall of Fame in hockey, and that was like this year. I'm sure Angelo could back me up on that, but like that kind of sucks, you know. Like there's people that are not going to be there, but they definitely deserve it. And I think Clay Guida is one of those guys, man. I think Clay, what he's done to the sport and fighting like decades upon decades, you know, he's been there from the beginning, literally. And you know,
it's not the Hall of.
Yeah, but there's got to be some recognition to people that have like tested the test of time. Really, like, you know, they've been there forever and. They've always like brought out exciting fights, man.
I agree. Jason Pete says Clay Guida and Diego Sanchez will be in the Hall of Fame. It's crazy not to think so. I agree. I think they're both Hall of Famers. And Patrick C. Hamilton says, I think Fedor and Gilbert Melendez from Strikeforce should be there.
Yeah.
I agree. And I also think that it's about time we put Nick Diaz in the Hall of Fame because he's a Hall of Famer, and also the speech would be fantastic. Oh, you motherfuckers, you're fucking cheating the whole time. Fucking steroids. Fuck you, George. You're a fucking bitch anyways.
I might come back, but...
I might come back
know,
and
man.
fucking... they won't let me come back, you know? Fucking... bullshit, man.
They're all bitches.
Fucking Stockton, what? Fucking great. I love that guy. I hope he does come back.
So
and
what
beat
was that
everybody.
story about Cejudo firing his coach during the countdown.
So Udo, yeah,
What?
I think he legitimately fired his coach on the countdown because his longtime wrestling coach, because he thought it would be something cool to do as his persona or something.
That's
and then
weird.
because he's weird and he has weird ideas and he's not all there. And then people were like, what a dick. Why did you do that? You're such a jerk. And then he said, oh, it was all a joke. He was with me the whole time. But he actually wasn't at all. He wasn't training with this coach at all. And I think he really did fire him on the Countdown show when it was recorded a couple months ago. And then when he got all the backlash, he realized, oh, maybe I was a dick, or maybe I don't want all this backlash. So he said, oh, it's all fine. And the coach played along because he's being nice to Cejudo. But that seems to be what actually happened, which is so weird. So weird.
Well, that's why I'm hoping Merab wins. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're right, man. He like Cejudo has had a lot of these moments where you're going like, what the fuck, man?
What is going on with you, dude? Why are you doing this?
Man, the guy's an Olympic wrestler, man, and sometimes he plays that persona a bit like over the top.
He tries too hard. They call him the king of cringe, not because he intended to be like that, but because, you know, like he didn't intend to be cringy and ridiculous, but, you know, his persona is cringy and ridiculous, so he kind of feeds into it and kind of says, yeah, I'm the king of cringe, but really, like, you wish you weren't, but everything you do is just awkward. You try to be, like, over the top with this persona, and it's just, like, it comes off corny and weird. So Merab Dvalishvili looking to punch his ticket, I think, to a title shot. I saw Sean O'Malley in the front row. I think if Merab wins here, he's going to get Sean O'Malley in the cage, which should be fun. Or Marlon Vera. I know Chito Vera is next for O'Malley.
Yeah.
Look,
O'Malley's not going to do a face-off right now.
He might, honestly.
He might, that guy.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
Merab and Henry Cejudo. There you have the tail of the tape. Merab, minus 275, the favorite right now.
Look, man, if Merab, like, look, his grappling is not as great as, like, Khabib's, but, man, it's good. It's, like, close to, like, the Khabib style, man. The guy has, like, crazy pace, man. He's able to take the grappling game. He's going up against an Olympian wrestler. Like, you know, we'll see. This is going to be a total grappling match. Like, I'd be really surprised if it stands up. But, you know, I think Merab should be able to, like, push the pace and, like, basically out-grapple Cejudo.
Out-grappling the Olympic gold medalist. We'll see what he can do. I think he'll be able to do it. But I think standing up is probably where he wants to be.
Look, Cejudo is not where he was years ago, man. He's like, if you want to use the word a fading legend, this is what it is right now, and it's too bad. He looks in good shape, man. He had a bad last fight. You know, like you said, it could have been the warm-up fight, but we'll see, like, now how it goes.
Jason Pete taking exception with Fred and his dismissal of Guida and Sanchez in the Hall of Fame. He says, Fred, you can't shake your head on this. Look at who they fought, the part they played in building the UFC,
True.
The Ultimate Fighter, the champs that they fought. They have better resumes than 99% of the roster right now.
He's right.
I agree with Jason, Fred. 99% I think he's right.
Of the
Jason
roster
knows, man.
99% of the roster isn't going to the Hall of Fame. Diego Sanchez, I disagree, man. Sorry, I disagree. And what's the other name? Clay Guida?
Clay Guida.
I disagree even more, man.
Wow.
Sanchez may be over
Harsh.
Guida, but nah, man.
But what's the difference between them and Donald Cerrone?
Well,
I mean,
Donald
Cerrone's the guy
had more
that's always
fights.
showing up, man.
Yeah.
That's different, man.
Guida always showed up.
True.
Call Clay Guida right now. Ask him if he wants to fight tomorrow.
He'll do it.
Come on.
I mean, the thing with Cerrone, for sure, he's had more fights in 1 year than most people have had in their careers.
Diego Sanchez took a lot of fights on short notice, and it was not smart, you know? Come on, man. He fought BJ Penn for the title when BJ was BJ.
I know. BJ gave him a vagina on the forehead.
Oh, God, Fred. That's awful. That's terrible.
You got to love the Carpenter. But I agree with
Saturday
Jason.
Night Fred.
He don't give a fuck. Here we go.
Here we go.
That's right. I said it already.
Well, we got to let Mike say it for us.
AI Mike?
We have Merab Dvalishvili and Henry Cejudo, round 1. Let's go. I think if Merab wins, he takes on the winner of O'Malley and Vera, right? He's got to.
Oh, a spinning back kick.
Just missed the head of Cejudo.
Cejudo's wearing the ankle supports.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another.
Merab, another spinning kick that hits the wind.
That was a nice one. Cejudo very upright with his boxing stance. Yeah.
That's his stance.
Yeah.
Merab throwing a leg kick.
And I mean, to get back to the Hall of Fame thing, all those guys we mentioned earlier, whether it's Rampage, Mirko, Fedor, etc., they should all be in before Sanchez and Guida. And by that time, there'll be some other guys like Cejudo, Mighty Mouse, and other guys. So, no, I'm sorry. Nope.
Wow. I disagree, but I'm with Jason on that. Merab looking to spin a lot. He wants to land one of these spin kicks.
Oh!
Merab landed a punch, but Cejudo, I think, landed one back. It might have been a clash of heads. It kind of wobbled Merab.
But he smiled right after that. It looked bad, but
he did smile, but he still got wobbled. We got to see a replay on that between rounds. I think it was a punch, but they kind of came together. It might have been a head.
And Cejudo's head is huge, man.
He does have a big old noggin.
He's got the coconut going. Look at him.
It's good for taking punches.
He's very boxy, man, Cejudo in his stance.
That was an early scare there for Merab Dvalishvili from Georgia, the country.
Georgia. What was that, Cejudo?
Ilia Topuria, also Georgian.
Whoa, nice.
Oh, Merab looking for the takedown, gets the single leg trip takedown there of Henry Cejudo, and now Merab on top of Cejudo right in the middle of the cage. Nice takedown from Dvalishvili, taking down the Olympic champ. But Cejudo back to his feet, tries to spin, but does eat a punch on his way out of the clinch.
But it was still a good effort by Cejudo to get out of that.
Yeah. What a takedown, though, from Dvalishvili.
Well, it was beautiful. He got that single and then did the foot sweep. Perfect execution. And he's getting him again.
Nice punch there from Dvalishvili.
What the hell? You
looks for a takedown, but
he went in wild after.
Yeah, he overcompensated,
He went in too strong. Cejudo reversed the position, gets the takedown on Dvalishvili, and now Cejudo on top in the half guard of Merab. This is where Henry Cejudo wants to be here.
He's trying to do a Kimura, man.
Yeah, Merab trying to work on the Kimura here in the half guard. But Cejudo is aware. Keeping his wrist free. He's freed the wrist now. And he's flattened out Merab in the half guard, which is not what you want.
No. But he's got that forearm control. Keep it there.
You're in that half guard. You never want to be flat on your back.
No.
Merab trying to get to a hip. Trying to reach for that.
2-on-1 there. Controlling that arm.
Trying to control the wrist here. And look to escape.
He's got to be careful, man, because he's committing his back here.
Yeah. Well, that's it. If he lost control of the wrist, the back was there. And now Cejudo, he has lost control of the wrist. Cejudo looking to spin to his back. Cejudo does take the back now of Merab Dvalishvili.
I can see Merab just spinning out here. Here we go.
Merab looking to spin, but Cejudo on him, staying on the hips there. Keeping a hand on the far hip. He had control the whole time.
Oh, no.
But Dvalishvili does get back to his feet. Cejudo, though, he's got a good grip of the waist of Merab Dvalishvili on his back. He might be looking to elevate him and drop him down to the mat. Merab's got to be real careful here.
I can see the elbow winding up here.
Merab against the fence.
Oh, nice turnaround.
Spins around, but Cejudo still has an underhook, still pushing Dvalishvili up against the cage.
But he's eating a few here, man. Merab is still throwing some nice punches.
We're running out of time in this round. It's been a close one to score. Cejudo's had some success. Merab's had some success. That was a nice knee from Merab. A nice punch. As they separate here, round winding down. Merab looked good early. Cejudo had some success on top.
Wow. Well, it was
tough
a better
round to score that one, I'd say. I don't know. I would go with
I mean, they both did well, man. It's hard.
I would go with Dvalishvili maybe. I think he landed more strikes. I'd have to see the numbers. What do you think, Fred?
Someone's going to win the round. And
Correct.
I'm not going to disagree, period.
Well, look.
AJ, you had Dvalishvili in your parlay?
Yeah. I didn't take the parlay on this. This is the only fight where I said if I had to, I'd go with Merab. But the thing is that Merab was doing very well. But
it was a punch that wobbled Dvalishvili.
It was,
so maybe you give the round to Cejudo based on that.
But the thing is that Merab was...
That was a big moment, but he recovered very quickly.
Very quickly, and he was controlling the fight. The only time he messed up is when he overcommitted and he put himself in that defensive position. If he didn't, overcommit, he would have had control and he would have probably won this round. He might have won by a slight edge, but you're right. That punch could have been the factor going towards Cejudo.
Very close round there.
I mean, Cain Velasquez should be in the Hall of Fame before.
That's a good point.
Diego Sanchez
That's a good point there.
Of course. Junior Dos Santos, too.
Exactly.
Brock Lesnar.
Yep. Frank Mir.
Shane Carwin?
Chael Sonnen?
Nah.
He was a champion. I think he was the interim champion, wasn't he?
He's not a Hall of Famer.
The Reem, though. You got to put the Reem in the Hall of Fame.
Of course.
What are you waiting for? Round 2, Cejudo Dvalishvili. Quite a fight we have so far. Nice leg kick from Dvalishvili with a jab as well. Little combination. Oh, Cejudo looking for the takedown,
nice.
And Dvalishvili looked to defend, but Cejudo caught him. Spins to his back. Dvalishvili now back to his feet. Spins around to face Cejudo, and they separate. Okay, that was big from Dvalishvili not getting controlled on the ground, and they continue to exchange standing up. Cejudo, though, looking for a takedown. Dvalishvili defending again, landing a leg kick. You could see Cejudo now chasing the takedown a little bit more, looking for that takedown a little bit harder, because he knows if he can get on top, he can get some control and win a round. Nice right hand from Dvalishvili. They're showing us significant strikes. I think that's overall in the fight, 23-11, Merab Dvalishvili.
Wow. More of a stand-up fight than I thought it would be at this point.
Cejudo looked for the takedown there, but
ate a few
Merab
there.
with some big, heavy punches now on Cejudo.
Whoa.
That hurt him for sure. That was a nice combination from Merab, who continues the aggression, continues to push forward. And that's what you want to do with a guy who's looking to take you down too, right? Keep him on his back foot so he can't plant and move
Feels
forward.
like Cejudo doesn't have that much head movement where his head's just a target. But
well, he's very boxy in his stance, right? So he's eating them, man. The combinations are always connecting. There's no defense. Oof,
well,
that was
Merab
nice.
now, level change, looks for a single leg on Cejudo.
There we go with the sweep again.
And
Nice.
trips him and takes him down. A beautiful takedown from Merab. Cejudo, though, quick to get back to his knees.
He's looking at the clock.
Merab holding on to him. Cejudo looking to crawl back to the fence and maybe use the fence to walk back to his feet. Cejudo, there you go, continues to crawl. He's going to look to wall walk. A very experienced mixed martial artist.
Oh, he's holding onto the
holding
Octagon.
the fence
Come on,
a little
man.
bit, but it helps him get back to the feet.
He got it, man.
He does get back up. He knows the tricks. Oh, again, holding the fence, trying to defend a takedown. Did you see that? He grabbed the fence.
Yeah.
Merab does manage to drag him back down, but the first attempt was defended because Cejudo put a couple fingers in the fence.
The ref is doing nothing.
The ref is doing nothing. Who is that ref?
Niente.
That's like a California ref. I never seen that guy before. It's not Herb Dean in there. The refereeing has been a little spotty tonight. Frank Trigg has been good, but that guy who let the Mackenzie Dern fight go, I've seen that guy before. That wasn't great. And this referee's saying nothing about the fence grabs. California.
California.
It's not
man.
Nevada. Who is that ref? I've never seen that guy before in my life. Get him out of there.
Oh.
Cejudo looking for a level change. Merab defends real nicely.
Be careful with the
now
knees.
Gets a front headlock. Landed a couple knees to the head, and Cejudo, just because he was taking knees and was in a bad position, drops down to his hands and knees to stop taking the strikes to the head. Now Cejudo on his knees. Merab looking for the front head. Looking to maybe wrap up a guillotine here.
28 seconds to go, man.
Throwing some punches to the body of Cejudo, controlling him.
You'll win the round just by doing this. Just keep that control.
Yep, and if Cejudo opens up his neck, snatch it.
It's close, man. It's close. Oh, he's there. He's trying to close that guillotine, man.
Oh, Merab is talking. I don't know what he's saying, but he's looking to close a choke.
He's got it. He's saying he's got him. No.
I don't think he has him.
Oh, he's doing a neck crank as well. Jesus. Wow.
No, he didn't have him in a choke. He was talking. He was talking trash.
Yep.
He had Cejudo.
Cejudo
he was looking.
fucked.
He had him in a really strong front headlock, but he didn't quite have it under the chin.
Cejudo looks like, he's like.
Cejudo's beat.
It's a round for Merab.
Oh yeah, that was a clear round for Merab. The first round though, still kind of tight. So this fight could be 1-1. It really could be.
Yeah.
I think it's 2-0 for Merab, but honestly,
look at those bewildered eyes, man, from Cejudo.
Yeah, Cejudo, he was retired for a while, came out of retirement to fight for the title against Aljamain, came up short. This is his other fight. It's like if he can win this one, now that he's back in the game, he's going to try and keep fighting, but he said if he loses, he's going to retire. So this could be his retirement fight. At 37 years old, he's already retired. Oh, Merab is talking to Mark Zuckerberg, who's in the front row.
Oh, there's Mark. Oh,
that's what Merab was doing. He was talking to Zuckerberg, yelling something at him.
Yeah, because I think Merab is training with Mark.
Really? Put me on Facebook!
And here we go.
Give me the likes.
I want one of those. I'm going to get one of those.
Get what?
I'm going to treat myself to a Meta goggles thing. Fred, do you know what I'm talking about?
What the hell are you talking about?
Nope.
Like a VR headset. The Meta VR headset, I think, is the one to get.
What you talking about, Willis?
I just said it. A VR headset.
And what are you going to do with that? Like, I don't understand.
Play video games, go on the internets and stuff. Video games mostly.
I was thinking of something else, but it's okay.
VR games.
Mm.
You can like box.
Can you?
Like shoot guns and it's in the room. It's crazy.
I got to try it then.
Yeah, I got to get that.
Whoa.
Merab looking for the takedown again here. Looking for that same trip takedown. Cejudo, though, defending. Merab pushing him up against the fence, got him clinched up, throwing knees to the leg of Cejudo. Just knees to the thigh up against the fence. And you see the speed in which Merab is throwing these knees.
Yeah.
He's got his legs under him fully in the third round. You know what I mean? Like, they're not slow.
Is on Merab's side.
Yeah, right? Like, they're not slow knees. They're not labored. They're pop, 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 pop. And he's still popping them in.
He looks fresh.
Third round after fighting 10 straight minutes with Henry Cejudo. Like, that's very impressive conditioning from Merab Dvalishvili. That's what's helped him win this fight, is pushing the pace on Cejudo that Cejudo's just not able to match right now.
And that's what I said earlier. Like, if he's able to keep that pace, man, it's going to be a hard fight for
you
Cejudo.
See, during that first round where it was very tight and it was bad stand-up on both sides a little bit, it felt, I was saying to myself, man, O'Malley could probably take these guys, man. But now seeing Merab wrestle like that, I'm like, if he does that to O'Malley, then it's a different story. But
and the pressure,
anyways,
too.
That's going to be a good matchup if it happens.
Yeah, I think that's the fight. That's the fight at 135.
I think O'Malley's a better striker than these guys. But
But he'd have to put Merab away early, I think.
But is he going to be able to defend like Merab's like takedowns and those singles that he's throwing? It's going to be hard, man.
I don't know.
Like Merab looks like...
He looks very sharp.
It looks like it's like a first-round fight. Cejudo's still standing there. Like, he's trying to exchange, but you can see the fatigue.
Merab has had a couple takedown attempts completely stuffed by Cejudo, though, in this round.
Well, he's an Olympic wrestler, man. I mean, he should be able to at certain
Merab
times.
landing some good punches, though. Landed a kick to the body as well. Another good right hand from Merab.
He looks so
another
fresh
combination.
still. It's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, he's just barreling through him now. He's got the double.
And now a big double leg. He's carrying Cejudo across the octagon.
What?
Oh, my goodness, and slams him down to the mat.
Like a rag doll,
He
man.
carried him across the cage to slam him in front of Dana White. That was unbelievable.
It looked like the moment out of Titanic.
He just picked up an Olympic gold medalist and carried him across the cage just to slam him in front of the president of the UFC.
That's pretty bad, man. Like a bouquet of flowers, man. Let me present this to you, Dana.
Give me a title shot.
Jeez, man, that's...
Look at this guy. Bam. Give me a title shot.
He's going to do it again, man?
Did he do it to slam him in front of Dana or Zuckerberg? They're both there.
Yeah, he made a statement there. There's no doubt about it.
He picked him up, and he knew where he was going.
Like a child, man. That was ridiculous.
62-5, round
He's holding on to
the cage, man.
Merab again looking for the takedown, and Cejudo holding the fence, and the ref is nowhere. Might as well not have a ref.
I think Cejudo's complaining that his fingers were in his eyes.
Oh, please. Cejudo, don't complain now.
Oh, look at the shoulder pressure, man. Jesus.
Muradashvili just passed Clay Guida for most takedowns landed in UFC history. Hey, Fred, before this fight, Clay Guida had the record for most takedowns landed in UFC history, but you say he's not a Hall of Famer?
Oh, no, the clap is there, the golf clap.
Wow. Wow.
Let me continue my list of guys that are going to be there before.
But you could put Clay in there too.
Brock Lesnar.
Hey, Coco Beware's
Anderson
in the WWE
Silva
Hall of
in
Fame.
the Hall of Fame yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, Anderson's in there, of course.
Oh, Cejudo's going to go for it all here, man.
Cejudo's trying to go for the gusto here, looking for a takedown at the end of the fight. Merab defending the single leg. This is kind of a bad way to go for Cejudo to end his fight career. Just trying to get a single leg takedown and eating punches. Merab dancing, celebrating. This fight is over. Merab should win 30-27 or 29-28. Either way you score it, even if you gave Cejudo the first round, Merab has won this fight. Merab going straight to Zuckerberg and giving him the thumbs up.
What the hell, man?
No matter how you score this fight, that was Muradashvili. He might have lost the first round. Might have. But
who's that guy with the baseball cap that was complaining to Dana?
I think it's 30-27. I don't know.
Some guy was having a beef with Dana there.
I didn't see anything. You might have just been talking to Dana?
It looked like there was something going on, man. Cejudo looks gassed, man. It's like, look, he fought a good fight. He managed to stay there, man, and it's going to be hard, man. It's a fading legend, man. He could stay for another fight.
He's 37 years old. He's already retired. He came back. He fought Aljamain. He fought Muradashvili. He fought the best of the best, tried to test himself to see where he was at, and he's not there anymore. And I think he can retire as one of the greatest fighters in the history of the UFC. He's going to go into the Hall of Fame. He was 125 and 135-pound champion, Olympic gold medalist. On paper, he may be the greatest combat sports athlete of all time. So I don't think Henry Cejudo needs to keep fighting. He's no reason to prove anything.
I'll be back.
The cringe is done, man, I think. Look at this, man. He's carrying the Georgia flag, the American flag.
And Muradashvili should pick up a decision victory here over Cejudo. Angelo Contagones, thank you. He gifted a membership. Matthew Henley picked that up. Congratulations to Matthew. Welcome to the team. Join.ringsidereport.net is where
Thanks,
you want to
Angelo.
go.
Way to go, bud. Hey, Angelo, tell Dave that you got the T-shirt. There you go.
29-28 unanimous. So the judges did give the first round to Henry Cejudo. Oh.
Yeah, which it was, I mean, it was close. But
the fact that they all gave it to Cejudo is interesting. 29-28 on all three judges' scorecards. Muradashvili, he really needed that third round. It was 1-1 going into the third. Ooh. Tricky. Tricky. I want to hear what Merab's going to say here to Joe Rogan. You got to call out Sean O'Malley here, right? If you're Merab, how do you not? You got to say his name. Man. Say his name.
10-fight winning streak, man, for Merab.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Thank you so much, Joe Rogan. Merab's got a cool hat, kind of Khabib style, but different color. I don't know what he's saying. I hear him, but I don't understand him.
He says, I always work for it. Hard work pays off.
Oh, okay. Thanks, AJ. AJ's translating.
AI AJ.
AJ speaks Merab.
AI AJ.
I think you're the real AJ. Right?
Where's the AJ girlfriend there? I want to hear her again.
She's gone. She doesn't want anything to do with you. I don't blame her.
If I was worth a couple of million,
AJ,
maybe she would. What?
This is AI female voice. Please leave me out of this.
Excuse me, sweetie. What's your name, man?
Yeah, see. Shouldn't call her sweetie.
Why not, man?
Inappropriate.
Why not, man? Oh,
it's
man.
not how you're supposed to talk to women.
Man.
It's really rude. I would never call a woman I don't know sweetie. That's crazy. That's crazy. Never I would do that. What?
New school.
I guess. Appropriate school.
What are you talking
about, man? You can't call a woman sweetie.
Why not?
If you don't know her, no. You can't do that.
And if I do know her?
I mean, how well do you know her?
Well, it seems like we have a connection, man.
Is she going to call you sweetie?
Well, maybe.
Well, then that's a different thing.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. I think he's calling out O'Malley.
Who is that, man?
It's Sean O'Malley.
No, that jacket looks like something from like a Disney film. I'm trying to remember which one. Uh-oh. Merab is going wild here.
So Merab looks like he's calling out Sean O'Malley here on the pay-per-view, which makes sense. That's the next logical step.
Look, Sean O'Malley's going to have a hard time with Merab. Like,
Aljamain's moving up to 145. Aljamain was his teammate. That's why Merab didn't get a title shot before, because Merab didn't want to fight Aljamain because they were teammates. But now that they're not teammates anymore, they're still teammates, but now that Aljamain's moving up to 145, like, the path is clear.
He's right there. Absolutely. And he said that from the beginning when he came. He says, I am not fighting my teammate, man.
Yeah, but now the champion isn't his teammate. Look, yeah, Merab says whoever's champion, O'Malley, Vera, whatever, he's going to take him on.
I'm ready, man.
That's right.
Look, O'Malley, man, his stand-up is great. But, again, man.
I would take Merab in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, look, right now, what we've seen, I mean, you're wrestling an Olympic wrestler, man, a decorated wrestler. O'Malley doesn't have anything close, to Cejudo grappling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Cejudo would have been a tough matchup for O'Malley too.
It could have been it would have been probably a better matchup for O'Malley because I mean Cejudo is not at his prime. Let's be honest. But
I think it would have been tough for O'Malley. I think that fight would have been tough.
It would have been tough. He would have probably won it on the stand-up because you can see that like Cejudo was like looking to stand up a lot. But I'm saying against Merab, it's going to be a different story, man. Merab is going to be very, very aggressive, in the takedown. I don't think O'Malley's going to have that takedown defense to be able to stop him. Not for 5 rounds, man.
Man, Merab just kept talking. That post-fight speech was like 10 minutes long. What the hell was that? He just did a podcast with Joe Rogan. Was that the Joe Rogan show?
Joe Rogan, my new friend.
That was the Joe Rogan experience right there in the middle of the cage with Merab as the guest.
Joe Rogan, number 1.
That was weird.
Who is this guy?
Miles Teller. He's an actor.
Penn and Teller?
Dan Reynolds from the Imagine Dragons. I think they're a band, AJ. Michael Chandler from the UFC. Him, I know. He's the guy that's not fighting Conor McGregor. Jamal Hill.
I know that guy.
Jamal Hill coming back to the UFC.
Was that like, man?
What?
It looked like King Kong Bundy, man, in the back.
I don't think it's King Kong Bundy.
No, he's gone, but
yeah.
I think it could have been King Kong Bundy, or maybe it was Butterbean. I think Butterbean was there.
Butterbean's in shape now. He's like back in shape. I think he was doing DDP yoga, and he's like in shape and wants to fight again or something. There's something going on there.
Well, Butterbean, man, I seen him fight live, man. Were you at that event when we?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's Sean O'Malley and Marlon Vera doing a stare down. We're seeing pictures from some sort of I don't know. What are we
Blast
seeing?
from the past?
Oh, this is a commercial for the next pay-per-view, I think they're showing. Because the next pay-per-view is going to be UFC 299, headlined by O'Malley and Vera, right? Let's check out the next fight here, AJ. Let's get some props on Ian Gary Machado versus Jeff Neal. How do you think this fight plays out? Who do you think is winning and how? Let's check out bet99.com. Let's try to get some bets in before we get to the next fight. We got a little time here. Fred is back with us. And we're going to get some bets in before this next fight. How do you think this fight ends? I'm going to go with Ian Machado Gary by knockout. And Ian Gary by knockout right now. Gary by KO plus 280. So that's fun. That's a good one.
Yeah, I could see
Ian
a TKO
Gary
happening.
By KO right now plus 280. That's where I'm going. What do you think? You got Gary winning?
I got Gary winning.
How?
I think a TKO is definitely a possibility, but
Super
let's not
chat.
forget
Super
Jeff
chat.
Neal, man. Like, a lot of the people that are picking him to, like, knock out Ian Gary. A lot of people are saying, oh, he's a big hype, but I don't think he's as big hype as, like, most people think. I think it's the opposite. I think Ian Gary, I mean, I've been following him, like, for a while. I've been listening to him the last couple of weeks. The guy is ready. The guy's in shape. He was out in Brazil training. I don't think he's the hype. I think he is someone who's able to back up everything he's done. I think Ian Gary's going to win by TKO.
All right, so you like that as well. Gary by knockout plus 280. Fred, what do you think? Who's winning and how?
Ian Gary by TKO makes sense.
Oh.
It does make sense.
So there you go. Right now, plus 280, Ian Gary by TKO. It is our unanimous pick. $20 gets you 76 over at bet99.ringsidereport.net. Sign up with our link, bet99.ringsidereport.net. Ian Gary by knockout right now, plus 280, and it's how we all see this fight playing out.
I mean,
interesting.
He's an interesting character. A lot of heat on this guy, man. A lot of controversy. I mean, you guys sent me something this week that his wife's ex-husband is his what? Physio?
Nutritionist.
It's kind of weird, but hey, man, if it works, it works.
He explained that he does that, and he has him as his nutritionist to keep him close because his wife and the ex-husband share a child together, and he wants that child to still have a good relationship with the father.
Well,
it does
cool.
seem very grown up and
cool.
very nice and very adult, but people are calling him a cuck because of it, but I don't think he really cares.
So. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's a pretty...
You don't think so? You don't think people are saying that?
No,
like Sean Strickland?
No, they are saying that.
They
but
are
what
saying
I'm saying
that.
is I can see his
He seems
reasoning.
like a nice guy, actually, in that respect. He seems like a reasonable man who
I
wants
mean,
the best for his
changing his
stepchild.
personality because before that he came off as not very nice. But
How so?
With the whole who was it that he fought? Magny. Like the way that he attacked Magny and all, man, he just came
Fred,
off as
Neil Magny said he was gonna beat him like a child, and then all Ian Gary said, "What do you beat your children? What are you talking about?" And then that
he went super saying like and Neil Magny even said that supposedly it came up into his because people use the headlines of.
Don't say that publicly. I'm going to beat you like a child or whatever. Like, that's crazy
all
talk.
right,
It's pretty harsh, man.
Well, in the embedded, I saw Ian Gary playing wrestling with his kid. I mean...
Yeah, but that's not...
I say,
that's different.
careful, you're going to hurt him.
That's different.
What? I don't know, man. He came off... Anyways, man, he came off different this time. He changed his attitude. There's no doubt about it. And good for him, man. He has talent, man. We'll see what happens, man. But he came in way chiller. He didn't want to pick a fight with Jeff Neal. He wanted to focus on the fight. I feel this time he didn't want to get all the extra circus around.
Well, hopefully he stays that way because that I think is the best way to do it. It's going to be easier for him going forward if he kind of stays that path, the honorable, respectful path, because if you open yourself up to weird trash talk, it's going to come at you. If you start doing it, people are going to go open season on you, and then it's going to get real messy. I really think that, those guys that trash talk, that do that crazy trash talk, their opponents go, well, I can say it back to him. I'm going to say whatever. I'm going to get in on this. And then it gets real bad, and then it's not nice. Like, I think if you aren't a trash talker, and you're respectful, people have a hard time saying anything bad about you, like Wonder Boy or, George. Or, people still found things to say about George, but he was like, yeah, whatever, dude, Damian Maya, Lyoto Machida, guys like that kind of stayed respectful. Most guys really didn't have anything bad to say about them. Anderson Silva.
Yep. It's hard, man. But you got to find something, right? Because you need that spark.
Yeah, you want to sell the fight, but also, sometimes the insults could get real personal these days, and it's like,
we've seen that with Strickland, right?
Do you want to sell the fight at the risk of, hurting your family in a way? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's tricky. It's a tricky line these days. They gotta be on. Angelo Contagona is dropping a super chat. He says, Dave's number one, AJ. I agree with that. Who doesn't?
And he washed my shirt, man. I went to sleep with it and everything, man. I gave him the whole AJ package. Hey, listen, I saw
AJ package. What the hell are you talking about?
I didn't do all the package. But listen, I was going to say, I just saw Johnny mentioning that they were booing CM Punk.
Wow.
Why?
I don't know. Oh, that's not the one. There it is. Ian Machado, Gary, and Jeff Neal.
Oh, there he is, making out.
There he is, kissing his wife. And he
kissing the bald head guy,
kissed another security guy on the head. He's kissing everybody. Machado, Gary on his way to the cage. Jeff,
he got consent.
Jeff Neal.
So the rumors about their hotel bed shaking more than his legs right now are false. Okay.
What? I didn't get it. I don't get it. All right. Jeff Neal plus 195. No one's explained. And Gary minus 240. There is the tail of the tape for you.
The hell is that tattoo on him?
Gary with a what? Did your feed die out there, Fred? Ours is good, but I think Fred's died out. We'll get that fixed for you, Fred. We got a feed running for Fred too.
AI, cut him out.
We got a lot of things going. Can we fix Fred's?
Come on, AI girl, fix it. Fix Freddy.
Yeah, it's frozen.
I can see him. He's chewing away there.
No, Fred's thing.
Oh, see? I see. Damn. He's a very lanky guy, Ian Gary.
There we go. Oh, no. Yeah. Trying to fix Fred's stream. It doesn't seem to be working.
He's got to fight smart, Ian Gary.
You might have to find a backup stream, Fred. I don't know.
Ah, there it is.
Hopefully
it's good.
Yeah, looks good now.
Looks good. Freddy's back.
Machado Gary getting into the cage. Is Neal in there already, or are we waiting for him?
We're waiting for Neal, man.
Why does Machado Gary come out first? Isn't he the favorite? Isn't he the bigger star? Why does he come out first?
Je ne sais pas, man.
What's that about?
Here comes Neal, man.
Here's Jeff Neal walking out to the cage now. This is a welterweight fight, right?
Yep.
Is Gary ranked? Neal is ranked 8th?
Yeah.
And Gary right now is ranked 10th. So Jeff Neal higher ranked, so I guess that's why he's coming out second.
Who is that? That kind
Interesting.
It looks like Sage Northcutt. Am I seeing things?
Where?
Right in back of that guy with the glasses.
I don't.
Look at that guy with the glasses. Boom. No, is it, man?
I don't think that's Sage Northcutt. It might be. You never know.
Look, right there where that girl is.
Yeah, I see who you're
Come
talking
on, man,
about.
move
I
over.
haven't seen him. I haven't got a good look.
There.
No, that's not Sage
It's not
Northcutt.
Sage?
That's just some guy.
Looks like
I don't know who
Sage.
that guy is. I don't know why he's so close to the cage.
You see him?
Yes,
looks
that's
like
not Sage
Sa-
Northcutt. It's some.
It looks
That
like
might
this-
be Dana White's kid or something. I think that's Dana White's kid. That's somebody's kid. You know?
Zuckerberg's brother.
Yeah, it's like something like that. I don't know who that is. But to
The
be that
brother that
close.
Zuck doesn't like. He's like, you're not sitting next to me. You're
Just go
going a
over
little
there.
back.
Go with the commoners. Go with the commoners.
But he's not. He's like front row. He's still got excellent seats.
Yeah, but
I don't know who that guy
he
is.
doesn't have the VIP seat.
I mean, Zuckerberg doesn't want his mom to be mad at him, and he has to treat his brother right.
True.
Not
good
too
point.
right.
Does Zuckerberg have a brother?
No.
His brother's in jiu-jitsu.
I don't know. I don't know if he's got. He's got 3 sisters.
3 sisters.
Yeah, no brothers. So it's not Zuckerberg's brother, Fred. There
What's
goes
he
that
doing
theory.
there, man? What's happening? Why was Gary behind Neil?
I don't know.
It looks like Neil's the favorite, man.
What? Neil's the favorite? What do you mean?
No, he's plus 200.
Yeah, what are you saying, AJ? Are you okay?
I thought he was the favorite coming into the fight earlier.
What?
Yep.
Why did you think that?
Because there's a lot of people, man, that are on his side for the win, man. We're probably the only show going with Ian and Gary on this.
What?
I'm serious.
Where are you getting your information from?
I'm telling you,
What
man.
the hell are you talking about?
A lot of people are saying that Jeff Neal's going to, like, TKO this guy,
I
man.
swear, AJ just bugs out sometimes. It is like you're a robot. Like, sometimes you're normal, and then you glitch out, and you go,
Man, listen, man.
Jeff Neal's a favorite, plus 200. And you
Well,
go, what?
Right now, but I'm saying prior. Like,
He was
you know,
never the favorite. Gary has been the favorite for a long time. Gary is undefeated. He's a prospect. Everybody thinks he's going to walk through Jeff Neal.
Not
you
a lot,
even,
man. No, man.
You
I said
even
it.
picked Gary
Of
by
course
knockout.
I did, man.
Gary's
but
a
lot
huge
of-
favorite.
a
What
lot
are
of-
you talking about?
A lot of people are going the other way, man. I'm
Okay.
telling you. Maybe it's because of the hatred
Wow, they
towards
keep
him or
showing
whatnot.
his wife for Ian Gary. They keep showing his wife because it's part of the gimmick now.
Oh,
She's
no,
front
the Taylor
row.
Swift thing again?
They
She's
gave
the
her
Taylor
good
Swift
seats.
of MMA.
That's what
She
I'm
is.
saying, man. Here we go. Back and forth.
That's right. She is the Taylor Swift of MMA. Except I don't think she sings songs or pack stadiums. I don't know what she does. I think she's like a British
Writes
TV
books.
host. I think she's like a TV host or something. She does stuff.
She's a book writer.
She
Author.
is?
She's not an author, Fred. That's fake. Go buy the book and tell me what it is. You just seen the cover. You don't know. You just listen to what Sean Strickland
I
tells
thi-
you, which is a dangerous way to live life.
It's not Playboy. Does that still exist, by the way?
In a way, I'm sure it does. If you're
Milk
listening to
duds are
Sean Strickland
delicious, by the way.
for how to live life,
And here we go.
you are playing a dangerous game, my friend. Jeff Neal
Very dangerous.
versus Ian Machado Gary, round
Come on,
1 of
Jeff.
3. What?
Ian has to play really smart, man.
I mean, I think Gary's going to win, but I could still cheer for Jeff. I don't need to be right. I don't care about that.
I got Gary on my parlay.
I got him on my parlay, too. I got to be right.
Ooh.
I don't.
I mean, we don't need to be right. It's just nice. It's nice to be correct,
That's it.
give everybody the right picks, win some money ourselves. You know, that's what we're looking for. Extra cash on the weekend from Ian Machado Gary. Gary's got some long legs for a welterweight. Tall
That's what
guy.
I said. He's very lanky, man.
Ooh, nice kick to the thigh there from Gary. And then a big head kick that
If he
was
keeps
blocked
this
by
one at
Neal.
range, that's what he's got to do, man.
That head kick was impressive
Yeah,
looking.
it was high and solid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got a great physique where, what is this, welterweight?
Yeah.
Like, he's got, like, the John Jones type of tall, lanky physique, which could be great at that weight. Like, so.
Yeah. Almost
He has
like a Wonder
potential.
Boy at 170. Wonder
Kind of,
Boy
yeah.
height. Wonder
yeah,
Boy
exactly.
body type.
He has
Yeah.
potential, so.
Mm-hmm.
Very fast, man, with his legs.
Moving well. Nice kicks. That
Jeff Neal
that
dropping
teep
his
to the
hat.
thigh is interesting that
Yep.
he keeps doing. Neal landing a little body kick there.
He keeps dropping his hands, trying to get to the center of the octagon.
Yeah, Neal seems
Yeah.
like he's trying to read Machado Gary, but having a hard time as Gary lands solid straight right to the body. Ooh, that was a nice calf kick from Neil. Circling around.
What was that?
Trying to find the openings.
Yeah, he throws these heavy rights and drops his head, Neil.
Ooh.
Could be dangerous,
Machado
man,
Gary.
if he gets caught.
Oh, that was a nice knee, like a high knee with a right hook combo that landed.
Nice elbow.
Yeah, I like that.
Short elbow. Boom.
You throw that short elbow right
kind
in
of
there
like
like
the
a
John
punch.
Jones, man.
Yeah. Using his range well.
That's what he needs to win.
Oh,
man.
Neil rushing in with some punches now, pushing Gary up against the fence.
I think that's what Neil needs to do.
Yeah.
Needs to cut that distance.
Yeah. Gary's a good grappler, though. You know, you take him down, it's not going to be easy necessarily. He's got some submission wins. Neil,
Clinch, try to do some damage from there, maybe.
Yeah. Neil just kind of pushing Gary against the fence.
Yeah, nothing's happening. I mean, it's just
got an underhook, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Not much happening.
Yeah, in this clinch, but nothing is happening on both ends. But that's what Ian Gary had to do: spin him around and reverse it, and pull away, man, and get back to the stand-up game. Pull away.
Neil just kind of pressing him up against the cage. Gary tried to push away, but Neil back, just kind of leaning on him against the fence.
He's gonna spin him around again right here. Let's go. Let's go. Turn. Here you go. You got it?
No.
Here we go.
And
that's it.
There's Gary.
There we go.
He circles away. He ate a shot on the way out, but
yeah, it's okay.
He managed to get away from Jeff Neal, and now he's pushing the pace a little bit, trying to get that back, get some points back. Even though Neal didn't really gain too much in the clinch.
No. It's weird because he throws, and then drops his hand and kind of walks into the center again, almost like like if he's tired or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he opens himself up a little bit.
There's that elbow.
He's also looking to clinch and get a takedown too. Machado Gary landing some good punches, some nice kicks to the body. But they're showing us significant strike numbers, and apparently it's even at 12. Neal did land a good punch there. It does feel like Gary has had most of the control in this fight.
Yeah, especially in the stand-up. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised the numbers are what they are, but who knows? We'll see. I thought Gary won the first round. Close enough, but I thought he did enough to win. I don't think Neal did that much. I thought the most success Neal had was pushing Gary up against the fence there.
Yeah, and wasn't much out of it anyways.
Right. Decent round for Ian Machado Gary, but I'd like to see him get a little bit more aggressive on Jeff Neal. Don't let Jeff Neal put you on the back foot. Don't counter. Be the aggressor, and I think he'll have more success.
Yeah, if he keeps this one at range for Ian Gary, he's going to win this fight, and he's very effective when he does.
But move forward a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think he's moving forward enough. He's letting Jeff Neal kind of dictate where the fight's going a little bit. He's landing his strikes, but he's not kind of pushing the action. I think if he pushed the action, he could do more damage. We'll see. And we're about to go here to round
and here we go.
2. Neal and Gary.
See, the thing with Jeff is he keeps like a high guard, and that's where Ian takes advantage of the body kicks. Watch this.
Yep. Enough of those body kicks might open up
See that
the
high
head.
guard?
We're seeing Twitter scores. Somebody scoring it, Jeff Neal. Another score for Jeff Neal. People are scoring the first round for Neal.
All right.
I mean, it was a close round, but all right. People are seeing stuff that we're not seeing. Fred? What am I missing?
I mean, I think Gary won the round, but if anything, I'm going to say he's a counter fighter, so he's backpedaling a lot, and Neil is the guy moving forward, so maybe people are seeing that. But I think he's having success with being the counter fighter, so yeah, I gave the first round to Gary.
Gary landed a couple good punches and a kick, and now Neil again pressing him up against the fence. Early in this second round, more of the same from Jeff Neal. I don't know, are people scoring this as effective for Jeff Neal? This is not much here. A couple punches here in the clinch from Neal, but not too much. Little slap punches. You're not going to finish a fight with that.
This is the most he's done, like, in the first round.
Neal just trying to find an angle. Not really shooting for the legs, staying up in the clinch with the underhooks, and Gary circles away from the fence.
I mean, like, if I'm going to play devil's advocate here, Neil is blocking pretty much everything that Gary is throwing also. Like, Gary's throwing some nice kicks and all that, but Neil's blocking them, so are they really counting? Or
yeah.
The last one counted.
And Neil has landed some decent leg kicks.
Like, it's a tight fight. Like,
yeah.
That first round could have been anybody's. And
Ooh, nice knee to the body and a punch from Machado Gary. Short knee as Neil came in. Neil again throwing that calf kick, and now pushing Gary up into the fence. Not the most exciting style from Neil, right? It's kind of like,
no, that's what's getting him
more of this. Pushing him against
points.
the fence.
I mean, at the same time, again, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Gary backpedals a lot, so Gary has to, like, Neil has to find a way to get him close. So
yeah. Now Gary's circling away from the fence. Still got a clinch going, and they're
here we go
separated. All right.
Yeah, he's got to get a little bit more aggressive here.
More action.
Yeah.
More action from Ian Machado Gary.
Like, I'm thinking right now, Neil is winning the second round. I don't know about the first round. It was a tight round.
Yeah.
And right now, I think this round is a Neil round.
You think?
Yeah.
What's he landed, though?
What has Gary landed?
I mean,
he's got the knees, he got the elbows. I mean, it looks like he's throwing more.
I feel like he's landed a little bit more, but not by much. It's tight.
It's a minute to go. He's got to unleash, man.
See there, boom, 1-2 from Gary. You know, he landed.
Boom.
It was a body kick. I mean, it was slightly blocked,
Knee,
but not fully blocked. Knee to the body again.
It wasn't low.
You know, like, he's landing his strikes when he needs to.
Yeah,
there's Neil coming in. Neil landed some strikes, but you see, like, he threw more than he landed, and he got countered. I don't know if you score that exchange for Jeff Neal, but
they're 19-19 and like
19-19 head body strikes. Yeah, the numbers are pretty close for the strike count. Neil is pushing forward. Neil landed some punches. Machado landed some punches. Machado now looking for the takedown. Nothing there. And now they're back in the same position with Neil with an underhook, just pushing Machado Gary into the fence, and that's how the round's going to end.
I'll give this one to Neil, 1-1. I gave the first one to Gary.
Yeah.
1-1.
There's a knee, Dave. And
why not?
They both need the last round. That's how they should look at it.
I feel like Gary won the first and Gary won the second, but whatever. If you want to score a 1-1 or 2-0 Neil, I think either way. I'm going to say 2-0 Machado Gary. I thought he edged out that round. Barely. Just like the first. Barely. AJ?
That's why. It's hard, man. I thought Ian did enough for the first and second round, but again, it could be 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
But Freddie's right. The third is like anyone's fight right now.
Yeah, both guys need to be looking for a finish because they can't be confident
of
the scorecards.
No.
You got to be looking for that finish, and you got to really be leaving everything out there because this is a big fight for both guys. Both of these guys in the top 10.
There's nothing to indicate we'll get a finish. Like nobody's been in danger ever in this fight, really.
No.
If you really want to look at it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Not even close to danger. It's not been the most action-packed fight. It's not fight of the night so far.
And here we go.
And that's what Neil wants. Keep him up against the Octagon and just play this game for the win.
And there again, Neil pushing him up against the fence.
Yep, he's got to get out of this. What's this? See, it's too close to call. A lot of people are saying, well, there goes. There you go.
That was a little head kick.
A lot of people have 2018 Neil.
Yeah, a lot of people scoring it for Neil. Some people scoring it 1-1. Very close, though. Very close. No matter what, if this goes to the scorecards, it's going to be anybody's game, I think.
Come on, Ian. Let's.
But I mean, both guys, like, if they lose a close decision, man, it's a little bit on you, man. Both guys aren't really that aggressive. They're not looking for a big moment, so.
Yeah. Tough fight, though. You know?
Yeah.
Somebody gets rocked, or someone takes gets the grappling game and top control, they're going to win this fight. Whoever gets rocked here.
I don't know about that because, I mean, the first 2 rounds, kind of tough to score, kind of tough to gauge. So, like, even if you win this round, you can't be confident. You may have lost. Like, even if Machado Gary beats up Jeff Neal here, which he's not doing, Neal landing a punch, pushing Gary up into the cage again. No one should be confident, without a finish. They're showing us clinch control time, but does that really matter? Like, this is nothing.
Yeah,
there's nothing
we've
going
seen that
on
before where there's
with
a lot
this
of clinch control, but it never actually got you the win, right?
I feel like you can hold a guy for most of the fight, but if he circles away and punches you in the face, he's won the round. Like, if you just push him up against the fence and you don't do anything with it, like, see there, they just pushed away, and Machado Gary's landed a leg kick and a 1-2 combination. So
Neil hit a good left.
Yeah, Neil hit him with one left, but, like, it's tough to score that because he's controlling, and Machado Gary's not landing a lot, but when he does separate, he does land those little knees to the body.
Yeah.
Moment.
They are landing. Yeah, Machado Gary needs to keep him at range. He really needs to stay away.
There, a nice
kick
body
to the
kick.
body. There you go. You got to stay away. Use the reach right now because he can't get clinched anymore. You got to score points. You got to try and win this round.
It's machine gun time. Let's go.
And that's what he's doing. He's circling. He's looking for his angles. But I don't think he's going to be able to put away Jeff Neal here.
Well, the
I think
strike
he's
count
run out
now
of
is
time.
36 head strikes to 27. So
Still very close. And that's, just numbers.
But I'm surprised with the leg kicks that Neal has more leg kicks.
Yeah, Neal's been chopping that leg. But Gary's been moving very well. It doesn't seem to affect him.
I think Gary's doing good this round. I think he's winning this round right now.
He's
landing elbows.
Smart.
He's moving a lot better than Jeff Neal. Neal's having a lot of trouble chasing him and catching him. Gary's really on his bike now. Like, he's really going. Constant movement to try and get these points in this very crucial round. He needs this. Neil trying to hunt him down and grab him again, but Gary doing a really good job of staying away, circling. And there's Neil again pushing into him, though.
Yeah.
Gets him. And now pins him up against the fence. Back at it. But this, an underhook and a pin up against the cage.
I mean, he's throwing a couple of short punches.
I mean, those baby punches don't do anything. Yeah. This, to me, is nothing.
You got 7 seconds.
This is just nothing.
Push off. There you go.
Oh, and he pushes
elbow.
off with a big elbow.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Neil putting his hand up like he's won. The fight is over.
But let's be honest here. Who's coming out with like disappointing performance? I would say it's
both guys.
Ian Gary. Both guys, but Ian Gary was the favorite. Everybody expected him to, like, this was his moment to keep on shining, build his star. Jeff Neal's a journeyman.
Yeah. This was not the shining breakout performance that you'd want from Ian Gary, right? As a new contender at welterweight. He maybe won, but if he won, he squeaked out a win, and he also maybe lost.
It happens. Look, it happens. He'll grow from it. He'll learn. Not the first guy that has a boring fight.
Certainly won't be the last.
All right. Let's see what happens here. His coach told him to put his hands up like he won.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
A bit of confidence there.
This was not a great fight, though. This was not the best.
No, definitely not fight of the night, that's for sure.
I got 2-1 Gary, so.
I got 2-1 Gary as well. No, I got 3-0 Gary. Sorry. 3-0. 3-0. All 3 rounds. I think you could make a case for Gary winning all 3 rounds. I think you can make a case for Neil winning 2 out of the 3 rounds.
Yeah, as you can see, like
they're showing us significant strike total. First round, Neil 16-13. Second round, Gary 17-11. Third round, Gary 22-12. So they're showing us significant strikes total in the second and third war for Gary, but who knows? Come on, Buffer. Let's go. Give us the results. Oof. I'm nervous going into this. What's going to happen?
Because it was like...
$30-27 Gary. 29-28 Neil. 30-27. Split decision. Still undefeated, Ian Machado Gary. Hey, 2 30-27 scorecards, exactly the way Dave scored it. His wife is happy.
To the wife.
We're all happy. The parlays are intact.
My parlay's still alive, man.
That was a close one.
Woo!
That was a close one. Ian Machado Gary wins by split decision. And the crowd is booing. Wow. That was quite a fight. Patrick C. Hamilton, been a member for 38 straight months. Thank you, Patrick. He says, Gary. Patrick definitely put some down on Gary, and he's happy with the win. We all thought Gary would get the knockout, but he wins a decision. So, unfortunately, we didn't get the prop bet on that, but we did get Gary to win. We were unanimous on that one, and he does squeak by with a win over Jeff Neal. That was a tough fight. Close fight to score. I think the judges got it right. 30-27 is how I scored it for Gary, all 3 rounds.
Yeah.
But the first and second round could have been anybody's.
Yep.
So.
It wasn't his best fight, but he still managed to win it. So.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's a victory. But.
And you got to give Neil credit. I mean, he took like a couple of good knee shots.
Who does he want to fight next? Kobe Covington. He wants to retire Kobe Covington from the UFC. Let's do that.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
That sounds good. Do that.
Anywhere, anytime.
That'd be good.
Ooh.
I hope they do that. That would be a fun fight. Machado Gary versus Kobe Covington. That's a good test. After beating the number 8 guy, beating a guy like Kobe Covington, it's a good test at 170. It's a fight that makes sense.
Listen, man, he's right. He's 26 years old, man. A lot of fight left in this kid.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh, he was inspired by Conor McGregor, right? So
that's crazy.
Is that incredible?
He's 26. You know, he's a guy who grew up watching Conor McGregor. We grew up watching Chuck Liddell and Fedor. He grew up watching Conor McGregor. Different. Oh, Tim Comerford from Rage Against the Machine is there. Oh, Bianca Belair and Montez Ford are there wearing matching outfits looking fantastic. Wow. The EST of WWE and her husband, Mr. Belair.
And there he is, man.
And there's Tony Ferguson. Go back to Bianca and Montez. I want to see them. They're both so fantastic. Bilal Muhammad is there as well, looking big. There's Chuck Liddell. There's the Iceman with one of his kids.
Chucky.
Nice. Go back to just show me Bianca and Montez in those awesome outfits that they were wearing. You know, they always match. They always dress the same as a couple.
Cheesy.
It's weird. It's weird. They always have matching outfits. They're like a tag team, but they're a married couple. They're wrestlers. They can get away with it.
Yeah, they can get away with it.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They're pro wrestlers. They're kind of like, yeah, all right. All right, Bianca.
Like, do you ever match with your...
No.
Do you never?
I mean, not identical clothing. That would be weird.
It'd be funny, man.
It would be funny.
Freddie, have you done that?
Not really.
Cool. So Ian Machado Gary gets it done, picks up a victory. And up next, we have Paulo Costa versus Robert Whittaker. And that is our co-main event. There it is. Whittaker and Costa. Let me take a look at some of the prop bets for this one as well, just before we get started here. Whittaker, Costa. Can I give you some prop bets? Okay.
Costa.
I have Whittaker winning this fight by decision. I've got Robert Whittaker by decision. Plus 135 is the bet for that. So that is the odds-on bet. Whittaker by decision right now, plus 135. Whittaker by knockout, plus 300. Whittaker by submission, plus 850. Costa by submission, plus 1,700. Costa by knockout, plus 380. And Costa by decision, plus 625. So I'm going Whittaker decision, which is the favorite method of victory at plus 135 right now. Freddie, what are you thinking? Who's winning and how?
I'm pretty confident on Whittaker. I mean, decision makes sense, but, man, I think Whittaker's the better fighter, man. I'm going to go for a TKO.
Man, that's going to be hard.
Wow.
Whittaker by knockout right now, plus 300 at bet99.ringside.
My parlay is simply Whittaker.
What?
My parlay pick is simply Whittaker.
Right. So, Whittaker and Volkanovski, of course. That's Fred's parlay. My parlay, going strong. I had Ian Machado Gary on my parlay, and first fight done, victorious. Well, AJ's parlay still intact, right? You had...
Well, I had...
Wait, didn't you have Hernandez?
I had Hernandez.
He won, right? Yeah. Hernandez won.
Ian Gary. Now, I took...
That Hernandez fight feels like forever ago, doesn't it?
Pretty much. I was going to go with Merab, which I decided
But you
not
didn't
to.
take him.
No,
yeah, Hernandez won by submission, right? That rear naked choke.
Yeah, beautiful choke.
And because we've had 2 straight decisions.
Yeah, and I called it,
in between.
And I said it on Thursday. If he's going to win, it's going to be by submission, and he proved it tonight.
Yeah.
I went with.
And you had Hernandez and Gary, and they both won so far.
Yeah, and I just and I'm going with Costa. I think Costa, not to take away from Whittaker, one of the
Costa
best
by
fighters.
knockout.
The thing with Costa is
by knockout.
I think
by
if
knockout?
Costa wins is by knockout.
So you think he's winning by knockout? Plus 380 right now. Costa by knockout.
Look,
you don't think it's going to be a knockout? You
I
want to
don't
go
know, man.
because
Yeah.
decisions plus 625, submissions plus 1700.
Submission probably won't happen. I mean, against a BJJ black belt like Whitaker, it's going to be hard. The thing is that it's the aggressiveness. So the thing for Whitaker to win against Costa, he's got, like I said on Thursday, he's got to bully the bully. Because if Costa does what he does and starts bullying Whitaker, I think it's going to be a bad night for Whitaker. And we know that Costa can knock you out. He's been out since August of 2022, so it's been a long time. He's changed his camp. He's looking good, but we'll see if the time off was great. I mean, look what he did to Rockhold. He like destroyed my buddy. Yeah, I'm going with Costa on this. Like I said on Thursday.
Costa was supposed to fight Hamzat, and then he just pulled out. Right? And Hamzat wound up fighting Usman. He had staph
infection.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, Whitaker has to not turn this into a brawl, because if he turns this into a brawl, like, it's going to be a bad night for him.
Yeah, I don't think a brawl with Paulo Costa is what you want, but Whitaker is a very sharp fighter.
Yeah.
Very skilled, world title holder. Guy knows what he's doing, and he's still young in the game, right? Like, he's not a former champion who's old and washed up. He's only 33. Like, he's still in the peak of his career.
It's ridiculous.
He just ran into Israel Adesanya at the wrong time, you know? And that last fight with Dreykus was kind of rough, too. Here's Paulo Costa walking out. Paulo Costa, just 32 years old. He's been in the UFC since 2017, when he was 28. Or 27. 6 years later, here he is. 7 years later now, right? We're in 2024, guys.
Yeah, but he's been out for the last 2 years, pretty much. Or a year and something.
Unbelievable. I was thinking 2017, that's 6 years ago. I know that because my son was born in 2017, and he's 6. But then I was like, wait a second. He is going to be 7 at some point this year.
And like I said, his last fight was in August of 2022.
Goodness.
What's up with Costa, man? Is he losing his hair a bit?
It looks like he is losing his hair. Yeah.
The hell?
Yeah, I don't know. It does look like it's thinning up.
But it's weird. He has like sort of like...
He's got stripes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's falling out in clumps. Maybe it's a strange hairstyle he's trying out. Doesn't seem like a hairstyle. It just seems like his hair is just thin. Just seems like thin hair. Like he doesn't have much left. Yeah, he's definitely balding on the top there. Huh. It happens.
Tell me about it.
Right? Hasn't happened to me yet.
He looks solid, man.
I wonder if it'll happen to me.
You know.
You don't think it'll happen at all?
No.
I'm too old for it to start happening?
Yeah.
So I'm good.
You're
safe.
Good, man. You're good, man.
I'm safe. My hair will remain thick forever. That's nice.
Just like your chest hair.
I don't have thick chest hair. I have, like, no chest hair, basically. I got Asian.
You got the Asian blood, man.
Yeah, it's like the hair, all the
Oh, yeah, that
facial
makes
hair,
sense. That makes
everything,
sense.
it's all Asian.
Yeah.
That is
well,
like,
even your facial hair. I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't know Dave, like, you know, you haven't seen him
but
up
my
close.
grandfather was, like, half Vietnamese, and he had the same...
You wouldn't guess, man,
like,
with his last name Simon.
Well, his last name was Garnier because he was half French. But anyways, his facial hair structure and his hair was the same. Like, he had thick hair till he died. And
Yeah.
Same, like, yeah. So I get it from my Asian side.
You got lucky, dude.
It's the Asian body and face hair. Did I get lucky? Because I can't actually grow a beard. Like, I can't.
Well, you got the goatee.
I got, like, yeah, but like, look at my cheeks. I got, like no
like
hair
a
on my
baby's
cheeks.
butt,
Like a
man.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this guy.
It's unusual for a grown-up man.
It is, but it
But
makes
not,
sense
But
now.
not for an Asian man.
No, exactly.
You don't usually see Asian guys with full beards on their face, right? Not a lot of Asian Viking men walking around. It happens.
With dreadlocks. And
It
that kind of
happens.
stuff, no.
But it's pretty rare. Shout out to all my brothers. Here comes Robert Whitaker. He's got a cool goatee.
He looks like he's angry there. He's got a goatee. He's got the full thing, man.
He's looking cool. He's looking
The
mean.
Fu Manchu, man. Look at that.
He plays video games with his dad a lot.
Does he?
Yeah, it's nice. Him and his dad like play computer video games or maybe Xbox or something. Seems nice.
He's looking solid, man. It's going to be an interesting one. Oof.
I hear a lot of people playing video games, and they say Xbox. They're playing a lot of Xbox. Why people get an Xbox these days? Wouldn't you get a PlayStation? What do you think, Fred? PlayStation or Xbox?
I have an Xbox.
Atari.
You have an Xbox? Like the new Xbox, right? What's the advantage to getting an Xbox over a PlayStation? Because to me, I always think, you get the PlayStation. I don't know about the Xbox, because these days all the games are basically the same. I know that PlayStation and Xbox each have their own games that are just specific to the console, but I don't know. What's the advantage? Like, to me, if I were to pick one, a PS5 or an Xbox, what is it? What's the Xbox called?
X Series?
X Series? Whatever. Yeah, whatever. If I were to get a new one of those,
Doug, you're right.
I would go with the PS5, but
I'll tell you,
a lot of people talk about the Xbox lately, and I'm thinking maybe that's a superior machine.
How much does that cost nowadays?
You commit to one,
what,
and you stick to it. Because when I got my new Xbox, I could import all my old Xbox games and all that. So you just commit.
Freddie,
to
how
one,
much do
man.
those things go for nowadays?
Because I
don't know. I got it as a gift.
Yeah, he's got a very good son. A very good son.
His
Your son is the best. I hope when my son grows up, he's as cool as your son is and buys me Xboxes. Fred's son is the best. Fred should be...
And he's a beast.
Fred should be very proud of himself. He raised an excellent son. I know that because I know him, and also because he bought his father an Xbox for Christmas.
But he's a good kid, man. A very good kid.
Yeah, of course. You think a bad kid would buy their dad an Xbox? No, that's a sign of a good kid.
Depends on how bad the car crash
That's a sign of a good kid who's grown up and realized that his father has sacrificed a lot to raise him, and he appreciates him, and he bought him an Xbox. It's nice.
Good job, Freddie.
Nice.
Good job. Hall of Fame, man.
Well done, Fred. Fred's in the Hall of Fame of dads. Good job, Freddie.
My dad career is not over, though. So
yeah, I know.
Not in the Hall of Fame yet.
I know. You raised a man, and now you have to do it all over again.
And again.
And again. Well, no, he's got a girl to raise. She's, and anyways. My dad says he doesn't need an Xbox. I know he doesn't. I wouldn't get him an Xbox.
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
It would be a waste of money. And then I would take it and I would use it because he wouldn't use it ever. He doesn't play video games. See what I'm saying? Here's Paulo Costa getting introduced. Robert Whittaker getting introduced by Bruce Buffer. See the guy there? That guy's his dad. That's Robert Whittaker's dad. Clapping for him there in his corner.
Yeah.
That guy, that's his dad. They play video games together.
Stressful, man.
Co-main event. This is big.
Yep.
A win over Paulo Costa. Where does that put Whittaker right now at 185? So Dreykus is a champion. People assume Adesanya is next. Is he?
Should be.
Is he? Not
is he?
Not is he, but is he?
Is he?
Is he? I don't know if Adesanya is next. I think probably.
I think so.
If Khamzat could be healthy, man, Whittaker versus Khamzat. The winner of this versus Khamzat would make sense.
It's a big test for Khamzat. He was supposed to fight Costa at some point. That would have been a good one.
Oof, here we go, man.
Like, Khamzat, man, he came with so much hype.
And here we go.
In recent years, man, like the last 2 years, like it's gone down.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago,
oh,
we barely knew who Shavkat was, and now I think Shavkat's a better prospect than Khamzat. Like Khamzat has had so many missed fights, missed opportunities that
hasn't been able to stick to a weight class either. Yeah.
Momentum is gone.
Yeah. Whittaker landed a good calf kick early. Costa with a jab.
Oof.
Ooh, Costa whiffed on a high kick.
Jesus, man. That came close.
Whittaker with another calf kick.
Oh, heavy
Ooh.
left by Costa.
Follow with a right, though, from Whittaker. Like, they both landed in that exchange. Two strong middleweights here. Early in the fight. This is when Costa's most dangerous too, right?
Yep.
This is where the power is. Ooh, throws that leg kick. Whitaker ducks. Or sorry, the head kick. He kicked with his leg though. That's usually how you do it.
Usually
how you do it. I don't know how you'd kick with another body part.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't think you can do it. I've tried.
the long dong.
What?
Unless you're the Shaolin monk.
Oh, that's a slap.
The slap fest.
You slap somebody
The Drake
with that.
fest.
Bam! Makes a nice sound. Whitaker popping the jab. Oh, short little elbow from Whitaker. Costa is scary looking.
Yeah, he is.
You know? He's so big and muscular. He looks the part.
Oh, he kind of like pointed to Whitaker. Did you
Whitaker
feel that?
landed one on him, though, too.
Yeah, he says.
They both landed. Oh, that was a nice right hand from Whitaker. Oh, nice left. Nice jab there from Whitaker. Oh, nice counter from Costa. Costa's got power. You see that punch?
Yeah. And the leg kicks.
It made Whitaker's cheek red there.
Yeah, you can see that. But also the leg, man. I don't know if you noticed, like, kind of, Whitaker's throwing some
hit a
heavy
jab.
rights, but
yeah,
his leg is peppered.
Oh,
man.
Nice uppercut from Whitaker there. Oh, boy. Oh, nice leg kick again from Whitaker. He's hitting that calf a lot. Costa firing back with his own. Whitaker is pushing the pace right now. Whitaker is in the center of the cage, controlling the octagon. Oh, and landing a couple more on Paulo Costa. Oh, and a nice calf kick there from Whitaker. Kind of buckled Costa. Costa saying, no, but your leg said.
That hurt.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
But Whitaker's got to be careful when he's rushing with those, like, barrage of punches.
Oh, another calf kick there
Costa's
from Whitaker.
Never been stopped, so.
Well, it was a first time for everything, AJ.
That I know, man.
Just because you've never been stopped doesn't mean you won't be.
But that's what I'm trying to say is that when you come in with that rush of, like, the flurry of punches, you got to be careful because Costa is right there. He's got that
powerful.
heavy right, man.
Mm-hmm.
He can knock you out. The uppercut is right there.
The aggression is working so far for Robert Whitaker, though.
Yep.
Like, if he lets Costa get set, that's when Costa starts firing. So as soon as he, see, when Costa got set and Whitaker's not pushing him back, that's when Costa starts hitting. But if Whitaker keeps pushing him backwards and keeps, Costa doesn't seem to be having a lot of success countering. Costa's more successful when he's coming at you.
Yeah.
But as long as Whitaker keeps him backpedaling, he's going to have success. He's having a lot of success anyways. You can always get caught, but Whitaker's doing a good job so far of controlling the action.
There's a lot of, like, I guess some trash talking there going on from both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Costa's saying some things. He's gesturing a lot.
Yeah, like saying, did you feel that? And Whitaker's saying things to him. I mean.
Little body kick there from Whitaker.
So.
Costa with a spinning head kick. Stumbles Whitaker. Oh, my goodness. But Whitaker kept firing.
Man, he had wobbly legs there, dude. If there was another 30 seconds, it could have been bad. That was bad.
He got saved a little bit by the bell there. Costa
Whitaker still won the round.
I think Whitaker did still win the round, but Costa landed a spinning head kick at the end that landed flush, and Whitaker stumbled. He didn't drop, though. He didn't drop. If he would have dropped him, Costa might have stolen the round.
Look at that.
But, yeah, he got hit hard, and his legs went weak, and Costa tried to swarm in, but Whitaker kept firing.
And he got lucky there because
the round just ended.
Because Costa kind of, like, undershot his right, but if he would have connected on those wobbly legs, wow. That was That was an eye-opener there, man.
Man, Robert Whittaker's got a chin. Doug Hepburn says, usually that's a knockout. Yes, indeed. I think on most human beings, you're knocking them unconscious and sending them to the hospital.
Oh,
Robert Whittaker survives.
Costa's loving it, man.
What a fight.
Jeez,
and here we go.
Round 2. Well, that was a fun round. I think Whittaker won, but Costa definitely had his moments. And you see Costa pull up when Whittaker threw that, when he landed that calf kick. Those calf kicks, I think, are starting to affect Costa. He doesn't like it. Wow. Well, Whittaker looked real sharp in that round, but you see all it takes is one from Paulo Costa.
Yep.
Very dangerous. Knockout artist. Wow. Very interesting first round.
Yeah.
Oh, Paulo Costa keeps throwing those head kicks. People were saying he stole the round with that head kick. I don't think he did.
You don't know how
I
the
don't
judges
think he
look at
did
it, man.
enough. I mean, it was an impressive strike, the most impressive strike of the round.
But sometimes when you finish strong, man, it can leave an impact, right?
I think he was just so far behind.
Whoa, Whittaker tried to throw one. Oh, my God.
Whittaker tried to throw a head kick, and Costa dodged it and then stuck his tongue out at him.
He's like
Costa is feeling it, but Whittaker's landed more. Whittaker's nose is bloodied now, though.
I was just about to say that. Like, his nose is looking like a little Rudolph there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another calf kick from Whittaker. Oh, nice jab from Costa.
Oof.
Ooh, Costa with a right hand.
Jesus.
Whittaker's output a little bit less, slowing down a little bit.
I was about to say that his skip is a little slower, man.
I mean, he's cut on his cheek. He's bleeding from his nose.
Oh, did you see that, Dave? He kind of buckled. What happened there? What happened there?
I think there was maybe an.
Look at Whittaker's leg. Look, he's having a hard time like standing on it.
It was maybe a little bit of an eye poke there. Yeah, Costa poked him in the eye.
Let's go. What was that? Was it an eye poke? Yeah. Big time. Oof.
Right.
Here we go, man.
We're back at it. Yeah, it was the thumb of Costa in Whittaker's eye. Whittaker right back into it, though. Again with the calf kick from Whittaker. Ooh, nice 1-2 there from Whittaker.
Oof.
Whittaker seems incensed.
Man, like these 2 rounds have been like heavy on everything from the punches to the kicks. I mean, there's no like waiting on the guy or like, you know.
Yeah, this has been a hell of a fight. Lots of action.
Yeah.
Nice left hand landed there from Whittaker. Ooh, another one. Oh, and a calf kick there. Whittaker's turning up the heat and starting to land in all areas here. Calf kicks. Oh, nice uppercut. Stumbled Costa there. Whittaker's turning things around. He's starting to feel it. Ooh, another calf kick there. See Costa's leg? Costa is not moving that well on that leg.
Well, it looks like there's a little.
Oh, Whittaker with some big left hands to Paulo Costa. Costa telling him to bring it and sticking his tongue out, but eating shots.
It's good, man.
Wow.
There's some intensity here.
Oh, yeah. It's a very intense fight.
Oh,
Costa with a calf kick on Whittaker. Whittaker's calf is messed up, too.
Yeah.
Costa's been landing some heavy calf kicks, and you can see the damage on his leg. Costa just landed one that stumbled Whittaker. We're seeing significant head strikes, 39-22 in favor of Whittaker throughout this fight. But Costa's are very significant. I want to see the count of significant strikes, and then I also want to see very significant strikes. Do we have those? Is that a thing yet?
Like hitting the bullseye, man.
Like Whittaker's landed significant strikes, but that spinning head kick was very significant. You know? Like that was more.
43 seconds to go in the second.
I hate that significant strikes. It means nothing. What does that mean? Significant. So some strikes are insignificant? You punched me. That meant nothing to me. Insignificant.
I mean, some are.
Yeah, that's true. But still, I mean, what's the difference between a significant strike and an insignificant strike? Whitaker's landed some good punches here. I think they were all significant.
Pretty much.
No, Costa with a little calf kick.
Oh, got him with that left.
This was a crazy round. A lot happened in the past 5 minutes. I think Whitaker won that round.
Yeah, I got 2-0 Whitaker.
Yeah, me too. I think Whitaker's up 2-0, but Costa, may have stolen the round with the head kick in the first.
That's what I'm saying.
Possibly.
I think it could be 1-1.
But momentum is definitely in the favor of Whitaker. And if I had to bet on who would win the third, I would say it's going to be Whitaker. Because Costa, look at him in the corner, looks tired, looks beat up.
I mean, Whitaker doesn't look any great either.
Yeah,
man.
but Costa was much slower in that second round, especially in the latter half of the second round. Costa was significantly slower, and Whitaker was in firm control. So I think momentum is on Whitaker's side, but we've all seen momentum swing from one round to the other. So we'll see. Round 3 coming up.
This is it, man.
Paulo Costa,
Fireworks.
Robert Whitaker. AJ, do you have this fight 1-1 or 2-0?
I'm kind of going 1-1 because of the way it ended in the first.
Okay.
It was too heavy for.
Fred and I both having it 2-0 right now. Robert Whitaker giving him the first and definitely the second.
And here we go.
Now we are in the third and final round of this co-main event at UFC 298. Volkanovski Topuria up next. Robert Whitaker right now, live odds, -270 the favorite. Paulo Costa +200 the dog. So live odds, Vegas thinks Whitaker is winning this fight by a lot. And will win this fight. I mean, not a ton, but, it's significant,
listen,
I would
man,
say.
There's still a lot of minutes in this fight.
He's a significant favorite. Not a very significant favorite. Some people scoring at 19-19. Some people scoring at 2018. Whitaker. It's either 19-19 or 2018. Either way, this is a very important round that Whitaker is doing well in so far with a calf kick and a couple of punches.
Oof.
You can't let Paulo Costa get set. You can't let him get set and start spinning. Because that's when he's dangerous. Whitaker needs to keep pressing the action. And he lands with a nice right hook.
Oof.
Costa with a leg kick.
Even though he's you guys are calling 2 rounds for Whitaker. I mean,
it's close.
Every punch
could
that Costa
1-1.
throws, man, you're like, oh man, this could be dangerous.
Could be the end. Yeah, for sure. Costa still has that power, and he's still throwing with intent. So yeah, he's still very dangerous. And this round, still could go either way, and it could dictate where the fight goes. Oh wow, that was a nice move there from Whitaker. Checking the kick and landing a jab at the same time, kind of stumbling Costa backwards. And then he lands a nice left hook. Ooh. Nice right hand there from Whitaker. Sharp, straight right. And then another calf kick.
Costa's movement slowed down
Let's
a
go.
lot.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Costa wants to throw down right in the middle. He's like, come in the pocket. Let's just exchange because I think he can't catch Whitaker. I think his leg is hurt. There's another calf kick from Whitaker. Whitaker's not playing his game. He's going to keep doing what he does. Not playing into Costa's antics. Costa with a teep kick. Whitaker with a jab.
Oof.
This is still a very close round. Very close third round. Feel like Whitaker's leading a little bit, but it's still quite close. Hell of a fight. Couple minutes left here.
It's close, man.
Another calf kick from Whitaker. We're showing us significant strike totals. First round, 32-20, Whitaker. Second round, 32-22, Whitaker. And third round, I think it's 13-12 Costa so far, maybe? I didn't see the third round scores. I think it was still...
Yeah, Costa was up.
It was like 12-12 or 13-12 Costa. It was close. But the numbers favor Whitaker in the first and second, so we'll see what the judges think about that. If we go there. Still got 90 seconds of fight left. I feel like we're going to go there. Costa tried to throw that spinning head kick again, but he missed.
Yeah, I kind of saw the setup for that.
Whitaker saw it too.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious.
Whitaker's landing more in this round. Costa's not having a lot of success when he's throwing these punches. He's not able to land on Whitaker here. Whitaker's landing his calf kicks. He's landing that left hook, and when he keeps landing that left hook when he kind of takes that leaping step in, that leaping left hook that he does. It's been effective all fight.
If Costa wants to win, he's got to go for gold here, man. He's got to.
Yeah, I think he's losing this round.
Yeah.
This should be Whitaker's fight. He should win at least the second and third at this point, if not all three. I've got him winning all three.
Stressful.
And so far, I think the judging has been pretty solid tonight. All the close fights, the judges have seen it the way I've seen it, so that means they've been correct. So that's good.
Pretty much. Except for the Dern fight.
As long as they listen to me, as long as they see it the way I do.
10 seconds
they're doing
to go
fine.
now.
Yeah, this fight is about done. Whitaker ducks a kick, shoots for a takedown. Costa defends, kind of waves him off.
Man, they both
Costa
they
putting
won.
his hands in the air. Whitaker celebrating like he's won a world championship. Whitaker should be celebrating. He has won. That was a big fight.
Yeah.
Costa, maybe he's doing it to sway the judges. I don't know. But he definitely lost that third round. Whitaker definitely won 2 of the 3, if not all 3.
Looks like it
even
could be
AJ,
the end of my parlay, man.
Even AJ, who's the Paulo Costa superfan, who took Paulo Costa in his parlay.
Well, not a super fan. I think he has
You like him.
I do like him. I thought if he could be more of a bully in this fight, he would have won. And you can see, he almost had Whitaker, man. 3 more seconds in that round, and it would have been a different game. Right?
Yeah, if that first round lasted a little bit longer after that head kick, you never know. He might have been able to put Whitaker away, but the round ended, and I think he still wound up losing the round. We'll see what the judges say. But, AJ, you are scoring this fight 29-28 Robert Whitaker, right, the second and third? I'm scoring at 30-27 all 3 rounds for Robert Whitaker. Fred, I think you're scoring at the same? Yeah.
I mean, even Rogan's saying it's a close fight. I mean, it's
a pretty close fight. The first round was close.
It was a good fight regardless, man.
I think the second round was pretty clear for Whitaker. And the third one, too. Good fight, though. Might have been fight of the night. So far on this pay-per-view?
Yeah.
That's fight of the night.
It was an exciting fight, man.
Yeah.
Because even though Whitaker, looks like he was ahead in the scorecard, it could have been anybody's fight. I mean, all it took was that one spinning kick or a heavy right by Costa, and that was the end of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't won till this fight ended, really. Well, there goes my parlay.
Well, we'll see, AJ. You never know. Judging could be weird.
Well, you could be.
It's either your parlay or mine.
Costa thinks he won, man.
It's unanimous. 29-28, 29-28, 30-27.
Robert
Whitaker. Unanimous decision. 29-28, 29-28, 30-27. Whitaker gets it done. The Team Dave parlay keeps rolling. The Team Fred parlay keeps rolling. And AJ's parlay is done. Ooh, and I just cashed in a 5-fight parlay. Boom. I had a 5-fight parlay, AJ. I had Rinya Nakamura, Amanda Lemos, Merab Dvalishvili, Ian Gary, and Robert Whitaker, and they all won. 5-fight parlay that I bet on just cashed in.
Well, the Nakamura fight was awesome. I like that kid, man. Very impressive.
That's a nice win for me, let me tell you.
Not for me, man. Costa went down. He was the underdog, but
nice win there for Robert Whittaker over Paulo Costa. Close fight.
Yep.
Tough fight. Gets it done. It's a world champion.
Well, it was a great fight for this card, man.
Who did he want to fight again?
He said, "I'd like to see this fight again."
Yeah, but who did he?
Probably
did he say Dricus? He wants Dricus?
I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think Whittaker will fight for the championship again in his career, and he may be champion again. He's great. Huge victory here for Robert Whittaker. AJ's parlay is busted. Angelo's laughing at you.
Well, you can laugh, but I got all the other ones, and you know what? This one, and you can laugh all you want, man. But this was
ridiculous.
Close.
That's ridiculous. It's a parlay. You can laugh, but I got all the other ones. It's
no,
like,
but,
yeah,
but
well,
listen,
this is the fight that busted it.
Listen,
so.
it was. This is the fight that busted it, but it wasn't like a blowout for Costa either, man. He fought a good fight. It was close, man. And if there was 30 more seconds on that second round, it was pretty evident that Costa would have won it.
Sure.
But obviously that's not the case. We're moving forward, and I did go with Elias on the next fight.
There's Justin Gaethje in the crowd. They're showing us Gaethje. Elias? Who's Elias?
Topuria.
Ilia.
Elias, same thing.
There's no S at the end. It's not the same thing.
And
it's a different name, you're saying.
Angelo, you're laughing, eh? Next year, no Super Bowl for you.
Doug Hepburn dropping a super chat. He says, "Go Tigers, boo Yankees." I mean,
what?
I appreciate the support, Doug, but it's an incorrect statement. It's a bad statement. I don't like it. Go Yankees.
Detroit.
Boo everyone else. Everyone else.
Man, Volk is just like a beast. Let's see this, man. Will Spain have their first champion?
I've been back and forth on this fight all week. I'm going with Volkanovski by decision. Fred, you going with Volkanovski? What's the method of victory?
What did I take here? Obviously.
Dominating decision.
Dominating decision. Right
Yeah.
now, Volkanovski by decision. Let's see. Volk by decision. Yeah, plus 195.
Super chat.
It's the most likely outcome. Volk by decision, followed by Volk by knockout, plus 295. Followed by Topuria by knockout, plus 390. Topuria by submission, plus 525. Topuria by decision, plus 475. And Topuria by, Volkanovski by submission, plus 1,300. The biggest long shot outcome of this fight. So Freddie and I both going with plus 195 Volk by decision. AJ?
I went with, I'm not going to change.
Super chat.
Topuria by?
Decision.
Topuria by decision plus 475. What did we just give you? What was the last one? Whittaker by decision plus 135. That cashed.
Yep.
The last prop bet we gave cashed in. I had Whittaker by decision, and so did Fred, right? Fred, we just cashed in on a prop bet, too. Look at us, killing the game. Our parlays are intact. We're hitting prop bets. And now we're hitting, we're going to go with Volkanovski by decision plus 195. We're giving that to you for the main event. Fred needs Volkanovski to win for his parlay to cash in. I need Volkanovski to win for my parlay to cash in. AJ's parlay is already busted, so who cares? Right? But Fred and Dave need Volk to win, and then we're golden. I hope Volk wins, Fred. Otherwise, no one wins on our parlays, and then we're sad.
Who doesn't want to see Volk win?
We cry.
At 35 years old, man.
AJ cries. Somebody's going to cry.
I think I'm not going to cry on this. I think Topuria is destined to win, man.
I'll cry. Patrick C. Hamilton says, "Go Georgia." Dropping the 777 super chat. I think that makes you the super chat leader of the night, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Patrick is now the super chat leader of the night. And he says, "Go Georgia." That's the country of Georgia, where Topuria is from. Of course, he grew up in Spain, lives in Spain, but represents Georgia and Spain. Big night for the country of Georgia. Merab Dvalishvili already getting a victory, and now Topuria looking to become a world champion. So Georgia is on the rise. Is it the new Dagestan?
Well,
maybe. Probably not. But there's a lot of good fighters from there, a lot of good wrestling, a lot of good fighting talent out of the country of Georgia. So Doug says, looking forward to the Tigers-Yanks previews this summer. Tigers own the Yankees in the playoffs. Oh, come on. Get out of here. You just got to make the playoffs. Exactly. You're not going to make the playoffs. I mean, maybe you will. I really don't know what the deal is in the Central. I don't care. I'm focused on the AL East. I'm focused on the Yankees. And I think the Yankees are
Jays.
I think the Yankees are going to win the East this year. That's what I think. Forget Tampa. Forget Baltimore. It's Yankees time. We're winning the pennant. We're winning the World Series. We're going to win 100 games in the regular season. We're going to win the World Series, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be the start of a new dynasty. We're going to sign Juan Soto to a long-term contract, and we're going to kill the game. I'm so pumped for opening day. So pumped. Volkanovski. Here we go.
Down under.
Main event time. Volkanovski, Topuria. Volk coming in a minus 125 favorite. Topuria plus 105. Topuria undefeated. Volkanovski 26-3, but undefeated at 145 pounds.
Imagine.
Only 2 losses in the UFC come to Islam Makhachev, the reigning 155-pound champion.
And you know what's crazy? When you look at Volk, man, I mean, this guy used to walk around at 225 in his rugby days. It's incredible, man.
Volkanovski, 35 years old. Could this be the end of prime Volk? Are we seeing the reign of Topuria begin? 27 years old, 14-0. He believes that he is the next world champion. He seems supremely confident. I think overconfident.
Man, he's like super confident. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
You know, he's really got that swagger like, you know, Conor had when he came in and I'm going to be the champ, and he did become the champ. Topuria is the same, man. He's really got it, and I think he's... Look, I took him for the win, and I think he'll be the first Spanish champion, man, and it's going to happen tonight. No disrespect to Volk, because Volk is... He's unbelievable. But, you know, is it too early for him to come back from that knockout? That's the problem, Dave.
I'll be back.
Where's Dave going? Where, he just disappeared, this guy? That's what happens, man, when you get old. Bladder time. Hey, Freddie, you think the knockout had it? Like, don't you think it's a bit too early to come back?
I don't think so, man. He's ready, man.
Man.
And Volk's a legend, man. Topuria, look, he had some nice wins. That win against Bryce Mitchell was nice. That win against Emmett was very nice.
Yep.
I think Volkanovski's another level, man. So, and until Volkanovski loses, I'm going to pick him.
I just, like I said, like on Thursday, at 35 years old, coming from that knockout, that's the difference for me. I think it's still a little bit too early for him to have, like, come in. It's what, 4 months? It's not enough, dude. At 35 years old, I mean, if this was a different story, like in his early 20s, I could probably, like, even then, I'd be a little bit nervous. I think these guys come back too early, man. Especially when it's like head trauma. Too early. Topuria is like the new generation, man. Hungry. You know, he doesn't give any respect to like champion, former champion, whatever. I think it's going to be, you know, a rough night for Volk. And it's hard for me to say that. But because of that knockout and at 35 years old, man, like, you know, that's like the cusp, man. 35 is usually the break point. How come they're putting him from, like, oh, he was born in Germany, Dave?
Yeah?
Yep.
I know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I know everything. I actually, you know, do research and follow the sport.
Yeah, but you know that Topuria is winning tonight.
I don't think so. I got Volkanovski. He's pretty good at fighting.
He is pretty good.
So is Topuria, though. I was taking Topuria up until this week, so...
What made you change your mind?
Volkanovski's demeanor and Topuria's demeanor. Just the way they were talking about the fight. I thought Volk seemed confident. Topuria seemed like overconfident and looking past him. And I think he's just young and cocky and doesn't really realize what he's up against. And he's had an easy time of his MMA career so far. He's walked through guys time and time again, and he hasn't really met with any kind of adversity. And I think when he's met with adversity, he's going to realize at a certain point that he's in trouble. And we'll see if he stays in there and keeps fighting and losing, or if he buckles and breaks and Volk finishes him. That's how I see it. I think that he's had an easy road to a title shot, and I don't think he's really faced the top of the top. And I think when he jumps in there with Volkanovski, it's going to be a different situation for him. But he's also ran through a lot of guys, and there's a possibility that he's going to be able to run through Volkanovski because he's got some very sharp striking. I just don't see it. I don't see him being able to finish Volkanovski. I don't think he's got the power to do it.
He showed some nice striking against Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah.
But Volk is a much better striker than Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell is a very weak striker. And Josh Emmett isn't the best striker either also. So, like I said, I think Volkanovski is a big step up in competition for him. And if he... he's going to have to back up what he says, man, because this is a tough one.
Yeah, but it's the new generation of fighters, very, very well-rounded, man, in everything. Stand-up, ground, wrestling. This kid has it all, man. And tonight's his night to shine. If he's able to beat Volk, man, yeah, and Volk has to, But I'm just, like I said, my concern was the knockout, the short time, in my opinion. 4 months is not enough.
I think Volk is a superior wrestler. I think Volk has better footwork. I think Volk is stronger, more powerful.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying that. That's for sure.
Topuria's got good hands. But I think Volk is a better grappler than him. I think that's going to be a big difference. I think once Volkanovski gets his hands on him, the strength is going to play a part too. Volk is very strong. Like you said, he was like a 200-plus pound rugby player. 225. He's still got the strength of that guy.
Well, that's the thing.
Topuria, I think, is going to have problems dealing with the strength. He's got great movement, and he's really speedy, and he's sharp. But, like, when he gets his hands on you, if you can't get the grips off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've dealt with guys like that where you go, like, if somebody grabs your wrist, right, and you need to use, and you can't circle away, you need to use your other hand to peel it out, and even then it's a struggle. You're at a disadvantage, and I think that's the situation here. It's a situation where Volk can grab the guy's wrist, and that's it. Like, he won't be able to get him off.
Yeah, I can see that. You're right. That's not my concern. It's really the concern of the knockout. I mean, he looks pretty confident walking in here and everything. But let's see if his timing is there.
I think it will be. I think 35 years old, he's still there.
I mean, he wasn't...
Oh, he's got Zuckerberg in his corner?
What?
He's actually got Zuckerberg on the team in his corner. That's crazy. He's got Craig Jones and Mark Zuckerberg in his corner. Ridiculous.
There, look at that. Look at Zuckerberg, man, wearing the UFC, uniform and everything, man.
He's like bobbing his head. He looks really awkward there.
Well, he's been practicing a lot of jiu-jitsu, man, lately. His striking, he's been doing MMA, man. Got to give it to Mark, man.
I mean, okay.
The Facebook kid is like a beast now.
That's what they say. They being you. I don't know.
Well, man,
I've never heard anyone else say that.
Well, when you're training with Volk and Merab, and Jones, chances are, man, with all the money he has, he's training way more than all of us put together. That's all he does all day, man.
I'll take Fred over Zuckerberg any day. Fred would smash him. Come on, Fred. You got him.
Show me the money. I'm taking the fight.
Money, man, exactly.
Fred trains more than Zuckerberg.
Probably, they're probably equal, man.
Fred trains more. every day, 3 times a day.
But he can get the best knee surgeon to fix his knees and all
everything. Man.
That's
like he probably has better knees than I have.
He probably has good doctors, right? Like anything's wrong with him, he can go see a doctor right away and get whatever done, right?
He's got the best nutritionists, the best physios, the best fucking massotherapist.
That would be good to have.
You know, like he doesn't have kids crying in back of him. That's the difference, man.
Yeah, like when something's bothering you, be like, yo, my shoulder's messed up. Can you check it out? Rather than just kind of having your shoulder messed up and just continuing to train for some reason. You know what I mean?
You got
like, that's what we
Google.
do. Yeah, we're just hurt.
That's who I have.
We're
Dr.
hurt, so
Google.
we're like, maybe I'll take a day off and ice it. We're not going to see a doctor, but these guys can like have a doctor on staff, like a Zuckerberg, you know? It's not fair.
Giving him
We're at a disadvantage, Fred. It's not right.
Giving him all the special vitamins to help his performance, if you know what I mean.
I don't think he's on steroids.
Oh, he's looking pretty chiseled lately, man.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, Dave.
You're like a Diaz brother, man. Everybody's on steroids.
He's right, man. Diaz is right.
In AJ's world, everybody's on steroids and everybody has staff.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
Everybody has staff.
Listen, man.
Nobody's ever had a pimple in their life. Everything is staff.
As soon as you got that pimple, man, and you're doing jiu-jitsu, get it checked.
Oh, my God. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. You've never had staff. I did, man. Could kill you, that shit. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Jiu-jitsu tournaments and jiu-jitsu fights, I mean, there's no regulation.
You're going to tell us something about staff now? You're talking about staff infections?
Is disgusting.
I'm good. We can move on. Ilia Topuria getting introduced right now by Bruce Buffer. We're about to see the main event of UFC 298. I feel like it's taking a long time to get here, guys. Well, what's all these decisions? Huh? Too many decisions.
Well, it's been a great card so far, Dave. Don't complain, man.
It's almost 1 a.m. Eastern time, and I don't like that because we have a potential 5-round fight here that Fred and I have both predicted will go 5 rounds,
That's
which
what
means
I said.
We're going way past 1 a.m., probably past 1:30, which sucks. I like these UFC pay-per-views to start at 10 and be over by 1. If we had a few knockouts and submissions early on, this fight wouldn't be starting at 12:45. It might have started at 12:15, and then we might have been done by 1 a.m. instead of where we are right now. Thank you very much. Fred, you know what I'm saying.
Well, if you're on the West Coast, it's like ending at a good time.
I'd rather do a 3-hour pay-per-view than a 4-hour pay-per-view. Fred's leaving. Fred's done.
Freddie, what happened, man?
Fred's saying goodnight now. Skip the main event.
This is your amigo, man. This is your ancestry here.
Yeah,
España,
Fred, you
Matador.
are Spanish. You are from Spain.
I am.
Your father was born in Spain, was he not?
I've never been to Spain.
But it doesn't matter,
man. My father's born in Morocco. I'm an African American.
Yes. I thought he was born in Spain. What's the Spanish lineage then?
My grandfather's born in Spain.
Oh, your grandfather's born in Spain.
If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be here, man. Nor your dad. So think about it. This is important for you, Freddie.
This is your Spanish lineage,
it's not
Fred.
Right here, man.
This is your Spanish heritage come to life in Ilia Topuria. The fact that you're picking Volkanovski goes against everything. Your grandfather would probably be mad.
He'd probably be mad big time.
Maybe
Should happen.
Fred doesn't care. Your grandfather also thought Clay Guida should be in the UFC Hall of Fame.
I think Djokovic is better than Nadal, so there it goes.
Ooh, that's serious, man.
But that's only because of his political stance.
No, Djokovic is the greatest.
Oh, okay. Tennis, though, who cares? Who cares who's the best at tennis?
McEnroe.
Tennis is good, man.
Is he better than Pete Sampras, though?
Of course. He's the greatest.
Better than Andre Agassi, though?
Ooh, Andre Agassi, man.
Of course, man. Come on.
But cooler than Andre Agassi.
The discussion is between Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. There's no other. There's not a fourth.
They don't talk.
Oh, here we go, man.
There's nobody in the past that even gets brought up, like John McEnroe or anybody. They don't go, oh, maybe him.
I mean, Sampras, I think, has 14 Grand Slams.
Okay.
And all the other guys, Djokovic is up to 23.
Wow.
Nadal has 21, I think. Federer 19 or 20.
So they really have eclipsed all the past tennis champions. The current crop or the...
Here we go.
And here we go.
Round 1, Volkanovski, Topuria, UFC featherweight title on the line. Let's go.
Topuria is taller, but I think Volk has a longer reach.
Volk's got some long arms. Volk with a...
like an orangutan, man.
Kick to the body, kick to the leg.
The crowd is loud.
Oh, another body kick there from Volkanovski and another kick to the calf. Volk throwing a lot of those kicks early to the body and the leg.
Topuria is just like focused on him. Hasn't thrown anything
Topuria
yet.
controlling the center of the octagon. Just kind of stalking him, circling. He hasn't thrown much. Yeah, he threw a right hand. He didn't land it, though. Volkanovski backing away, circling off. Another body kick there from Volk. Switches with the head kick. He's trying those kicks. He's staying at range.
It's almost like he's trying to feel Volk and see what he's doing. What's his game plan? But
Volk's got a wide range of game plans.
I see some blood.
Really?
I thought I saw on like...
I don't see any cuts.
like on the leg of Topuria.
Another body kick there from Volkanovski. As they continue to circle. Ooh,
Whoa.
That was a hard calf kick there from Topuria. Spun Volkanovski around.
Yeah, that was solid, man.
That's his best strike of the fight so far.
He's going for it again, Dave.
Threw a little calf kick again.
Oh, no, it's a hole. Yeah, it's a staff hole. Talk about staff.
On his
thigh.
Thigh, yes, I do see that. I don't know if that's a staff hole.
Oh, guaranteed.
Maybe it's a staff hole.
Oh, it is a staff
You're
hole.
a staff hole. Your mic is off again.
Again? What the hell, man?
You don't know how to do things. Gotta help you.
Oof, Volk threw that one, but kind of bounced back.
Mm-hmm.
Topuria's taken away the lead leg of Volk.
Yeah.
See, he changed. He switched
He
stances.
switched stance because those calf kicks are landing pretty good for Topuria.
But he's got no choice. He's always going to look at
you
his.
see his calf is already welted up there.
Yeah.
That first one from Topuria was just nasty. And he's followed up on that spot. Yeah. Body kick there from Volkanovski. Topuria with a punch to the body.
But he's blocking those kicks, man.
Yeah.
He's defending well, man.
Yeah, some of them have gotten through, though. Like, Volk has landed some of those body kicks. And he landed a calf kick there. See, that one landed.
Yeah, but
they're getting
like
through the
outside.
guard. Ooh.
What the hell, man?
Topuria with a nice combination there on Volkanovski.
There's some intent behind everything, man.
I'm surprised Volk hasn't shot for any kind of takedown. Just standing up with Topuria, playing the game of Topuria. You got to figure this is where Topuria would want to fight Volkanovski rather than off his back.
Wow, look at the welt on the calf, of Volk. Jesus. Oh, my God. Look at the back. Did you see that, Dave?
Yeah, it's bad.
That's nasty, man. What the hell? That's why you probably can't shoot for that takedown.
Ooh. There's a jab from Volkanovski. Oh, there's a calf kick from Volkanovski, and there's another one.
Look at the back of his leg.
Inside and outside.
It's done, man.
I mean, he's still moving pretty well, AJ.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a welt, but he's moving fine on it.
Yeah, now. Wait till he
They're
sits
showing
down.
us significant strikes, 16-12 for Volkanovski so far.
Jesus.
Close first round. AJ's scoring it 100-0 for Topuria, I think. AJ's tired of losing. He's just going to...
I'm not losing. I lost one fight, man.
AJ's just going to judge it his way no matter what.
Here
and
comes
there's a little bit of a level change from Volkanovski into a clinch. He didn't chase the takedown that hard. He just kind of got a clinch and landed a knee to the head, pushed away.
Oof.
There's some blood. Is there some blood there? No. I thought no. Just a little mark on Volkanovski's chest. Okay, interesting first round. I'd give it to Volk. I think Volk
there's
won the
blood.
first.
You were right. There's a bit of a cut up.
Little cut on Topuria. Okay. I thought Volk won the first round. Close round, but I thought, they showed us the numbers, and it seemed like Volk landed a little bit more than Topuria. But close round. Topuria did some damage for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But Topuria's got a little cut on his nose. He's got a welt on his head. Volkanovski landed some punches. I've got the first round, Volkanovski 10-9. Fred, how did you see round one?
Early in the round, I thought Topuria was winning it, but yeah, the second half was probably Volk and probably more impressive. So I'll go Volk 10-9. It was a close round.
Yeah, I'll give that slight edge to Volk, but that's only the first round, and his leg is just massacred. It's gonna be a hard couple of rounds coming up.
Oof.
Yeah, he got him good.
Showing us some good replays of some nice Volkanovski punches landed for sure. All right, so we're unanimous here. First round, Volkanovski. And here we go. Let's see what happens in the second. Freddie and I both taking Volkanovski to win by decision. AJ thinking Topuria would take the decision after 5 rounds. So we all think this one's going the distance.
I'm worried about Volk's leg there, man.
Right now, live odds have it a pick 'em, -115 on either side.
Oof, some heavy combinations by Topuria.
Yeah, but they're hitting air. He's not actually landing.
No, he got him, Dave.
I mean, he landed with one punch, but Volkanovski did a good job of defending.
Wow.
I mean, he's backing away, he's circling. Yeah. We're seeing mixed scores from the Twitter audience on the screen right now. Some people having it for Volk, some people having it for Topuria. Close first round for sure. I mean, Topuria landed a couple punches, but there's a nice right hand from Topuria. Oh, Volk with that Muay Thai clinch, landing a couple knees to the body. Whoa, nice right hand from Volkanovski. Caught Topuria with that one. Landed some jabs. What are they chanting? I don't know what they're chanting.
Well, it's a good crowd,
they're chanting
man.
Something. Yeah, hot crowd. Very excited. Anaheim, California for this one. Next UFC pay-per-view is going to be in Miami, UFC 299, and then they're back in Vegas for 300. Which will be massive, which we will have coverage of, continuing coverage of on the Ringside Report Network. We're here every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Ringside Report MMA. We give you the previews of the fights. We break it all down. And then we do the UFC watch-alongs for every UFC pay-per-view here on the channel. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Kick, wherever you watch your things. Still a close round. Both guys landing. Neither guy landing a ton. Neither guy landing enough to really make a difference. Both guys connecting with a jab there. Still very close. Anybody's fight. Volkanovski, kick to the body, kick to the leg. Feel like Volk is having is putting out more volume. He's throwing more. He's landing more. I feel like he has to throw more to land more, though. Like, he's throwing more than Topuria, and he's landing more, but Topuria doesn't have to throw that many to land. Like, he's got a little bit more of the accuracy going, but I don't think it matters. Volk landed a jab there. Topuria fired back. Every time Volk lands, Topuria manages to land a little bit. It's a very close fight still in this second. But Volk seems to be leading. Oh, Topuria with a nice right hand, though.
He's got more sting.
That was a nice combination. He dropped him.
I knew
it. He dropped him. He's out.
It's over.
Volkanovski's out.
Boom. Topuria, I told you would be the next champion, man.
Goodness.
I told you, Topuria.
Topuria.
It is all over.
Yeah, baby.
Ilia Topuria has just knocked out Alexander Volkanovski.
Wow, what a crazy
A combination of punches dropped Volk, and he was out cold.
He's still out.
Ilia Topuria is your new UFC featherweight champion. He just knocked out the greatest featherweight of all time,
El Matador.
And Volkanovski losing back-to-back fights by knockout.
Ole! Woo!
There is Ilia Topuria, the new champion, taking out Alexander Volkanovski.
Freddie, man, your ancestry, you did it. I told you, man.
I don't really care about that.
This guy was destined to be champion, man.
I leave nationalism to people like that.
Destined to be
He was destined to be champion, man.
Shut up, AJ. You're the worst.
Listen, man, I called it. You
You're
guys,
the worst.
Don't get mad, man. Don't listen.
I'm only getting mad because you are so over the top. Like, how about your boy Paulo Costa? He sure sucks, doesn't he?
He did suck.
He lost though. He lost pretty good there,
close,
AJ.
Man.
I called it. I told you, AJ.
I told you,
I told you Costa would lose. I told you Mackenzie Dern would lose, AJ.
Ole,
I told you.
Ole. Well,
like,
that was controversial.
You see, the thing with AJ,
but look at this,
is that he doesn't really understand.
Hey, listen, man. I understand one thing.
No,
Topuria was going to be champion.
Oh, fuck.
Listen, don't get mad,
You're
dude.
the worst.
I'm the worst, but I got it right. And I told you, man. Listen to AJ for that. Okay.
Super chat.
Topuria, I told you. He said he was going to be champion.
Stop taking credit for Topuria's win. Put the credit on Topuria and stop making it a win for AJ. You didn't do anything.
Listen, man.
You've done nothing.
I did. I
nothing.
called it right. You called it wrong.
Oh, fuck.
And he knocked him out, too. That's crazy. But again, like I said, Freddie, this is the problem, man. When you're coming off of head trauma after 4 months, it's too early to come in to fight. And this is what happens.
I think that did play a part.
No, for sure it did,
I
Dave.
think it
and
did.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
That was my reasoning.
The way he went down,
it was
like,
he crumpled.
The button's not there anymore.
No, he crumpled. And that's what I'm saying. Look, I would have never went against Volkanovski if he didn't get knocked out. Never. But I'm telling you, 4 months, man.
Yeah. I don't think it was a good move. I don't think it was a good move to take that Islam Makhachev fight. No. And I think it led to this.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, that was my decision on why Topuria would have won this. He's everything he was throwing from the first round and the second, even though it could have been either or in the first, he was throwing with intent and he was getting him, man. And when he clipped him, Volk was done. Have you ever seen Volk drop like that? Just collapsed.
Yep. Yeah, I think that was getting the button pushed a little too many times. Huge win there for Ilia Topuria. Patrick C. Hamilton dropping a super chat. He says, great win. I bet on him after I read the article on your website. There you go. Thank you, Patrick, for the super chat, and you are the super chat leader of the night. And definitely great content over on our website, ringsidereport.net. Go check it out. Ringsidereport.net is where you want to be.
Jesus, man, what a big win for him.
Mm-hmm. And Doug Hepburn says, Freddie was right on Thursday. Sometimes a loss turns into more losses in MMA. And I think that's what happened there. He took the fight with Islam on short notice. He got knocked out, tried to rebound, and it didn't work out for him because I think his brain got rattled in that Islam Makhachev fight, and it wasn't ready to get rattled again in this fight with Topuria. And, that switch was off, and I don't think Volkanovski will ever be the same. At 35 years old, getting knocked out twice in a row, losing the title, I don't think he will ever be the same fighter.
And he knows it. You can see it.
Yeah, he knows that's the end.
Yeah.
He may retire.
Seeing Topuria with all his family, I feel like could fit in easily. I feel like it looks like my family.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Did you see how many were in there?
There you go.
I mean, all European, Spaniards.
Look at them with the roses and everything, man. And when a man loves a woman.
There's rose petals all over this
Matador.
The floor. I don't know what's going on.
Ole, 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 ole.
All right. AJ's very excited.
Well, I'm happy to see a Spanish champion, man.
Did you put money on Topuria? No, you didn't.
I always put.
You should.
I always put on the winners.
Like you should. No, you don't.
Look at Rogan. Let's hear what he says.
You win nothing ever.
I won tonight.
No, you didn't. Your parlay lost you. You won nothing. You've done nothing.
Viva España!
Holy I want to end the show just so I don't have to hear AJ talk anymore.
Yeah, I'm still gonna hear me, man, because I'm here, man.
End the show to go to bed.
Yeah, I'll kick you out. I'm done with you.
I'm sleeping here.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna have breakfast.
No, you're not.
I'll make it.
No, you're not. There he is. Ilia Topuria, new UFC featherweight champion. Fight Max Holloway. Too bad they're sticking Max Holloway against Justin Gaethje to get all beat up. I think they're setting up Ilia Topuria for a little run with the belt. Keeping Holloway busy. Giving him Volkanovski after that knockout with Islam.
You could see he still got peppered by Volk, you know?
Yeah, for sure. He was losing that fight. He was losing the fight till the knockout. I thought Volk won the first and Volk was winning the second. Until boom, boom, boom. Left hand, right hand, and then another big right hook right to the chin to drop Volkanovski.
Body, head.
And, yeah, big right hand. Here it comes. They're showing a replay.
Boom. That's it. Lights out.
Big right hook over the top. Drop Volkanovski and put him to sleep.
Yeah, and you see how.
But I feel like one-punch knockout is not something that would happen to Volk in the past, but it's just not, you can't take...
No.
You can't take that much anymore. Oh, I like seeing Zuckerberg's reaction to that. Him and his wife looked real shocked and sad. Zuckerberg, you saw the reaction of Zuckerberg right behind Volkanovski, and he's like, oh. It was pretty good. That was funny. That's the best part. I'm sad for Volkanovski, but I'm happy to see Zuckerberg look sad and,
Wow, look at the whole family there, man.
Yeah, a lot of people there celebrating for Ilia Topuria, new UFC featherweight champion. Who's next for Topuria? Don't interview Volkanovski, right? You just got knocked out. They going to talk to him? Sure. I don't think they should.
Look, if he's retiring, I'm sure he will.
I don't think he's retiring.
Here we go.
No, they're going to talk to him. I don't know who goes up against Topuria next. Yeah, just giving respect to Topuria right now, Volkanovski. Doesn't seem to be retiring. But... Or maybe? Oh. He wants to do a rematch in Spain with him. He's not done.
Remember I was talking to you about Spain?
I think a rematch makes sense. He's been champion for so long. There's no clear-cut number one contender for Topuria. I'm looking at the rankings right now. Max Holloway's ranked 1, but he's fighting Justin Gaethje at UFC 300, and that's going to be a rough go, I think. You got Yair Rodriguez out there, Brian Ortega, Movsar Evloev. I think you probably give Volkanovski an immediate rematch, even though he just got knocked out.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you do right now. I don't think Topuria has a bigger fight out there. Would you rather see, can Topuria headline a UFC pay-per-view against...
In Spain, yes.
Calvin Kattar or Giga Chikadze? I don't think so.
No.
I think you need a Volkanovski.
Yeah, that's what he said. We'll redo this in Spain. And
yeah.
That's what I was saying, man. He kept saying, man, the next fight is going to be in Spain, and I think that will happen.
Yeah, UFC, they do want to go to Spain and do a fight. So I think they may headline a pay-per-view with him in Spain, possibly.
That's what I've been saying.
Topuria, Volkanovski, 2.
Which makes sense.
I guess.
It's a great way to bring the UFC in Spain with the new champion.
I'd pick Topuria in that one, though. After what we saw tonight from Topuria and Volkanovski, I'd take Topuria in the rematch. I just think he can get it done. He's the fresher fighter.
And the switch is there now. You can turn it off.
Yeah, exactly.
If it gets too heated and it gets right in that pocket, and you have him up against the octagon, those combinations, when that heavy right came in, it was over. It wasn't even like he absorbed a bit, he dropped, he collapsed. And that's what happens, man.
Yep.
So this is the second time he's been knocked out in a short period of time.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever the same. At 35 years old, getting knocked out twice in a row, losing the title, that's not something that you generally come back from.
And it never in UFC history has a champion come back, to retain his title in that division.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
Historically, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, once you get knocked off at featherweight, that's it. And I think Topuria is the guy right now, taking a lot of pictures, having a good time, the whole family celebrating, everybody in there.
Look.
Living the life. Doug Hepburn dropping a super chat. He says, Ringside Report, best in the biz. Thanks, guys. Thank you to everybody tuning in. Thank you to everybody joining us here tonight and supporting the channel. Big shout out to Patrick C. Hamilton. You are the super chat leader of the night. Shout out to Doug Hepburn, Patrick C. Hamilton, Angelo Contagones. Looking at all the members that I saw in the chat tonight. Jason Pete, of course, over at join.ringsidereport.net. Join.ringsidereport.net to support the channel. Become a member. You guys are the lifeblood of this channel, keeping us going late night on a Saturday night. So thank you for supporting the Ringside Report Network. We are here for every UFC pay-per-view watch-along for you. Congratulations to Ilia Topuria. He is the new UFC featherweight champion, and not AJ. AJ is not the champion of anything, even though he's acting like he's won something.
If Costa
tonight.
would have won, man. That's all I needed.
If Costa would have won, you would have won, but you didn't because you suck. Robert Whittaker won. He beat Costa by decision. Ian Machado Gary beat Jeff Neal by decision. Merab Balishvili beat Henry Cejudo by decision. And Anthony Hernandez beat Roman Kopylov by submission. Fred, we didn't think that Topuria would win, but thankfully somebody won under 2 rounds. So we can wrap up, and we don't have to end this show too late. So that's nice. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you, and I'll be back here again Friday night with Johnny North for Wrestling Uncensored, and Thursday night here with these guys for Ringside Report MMA, where we will preview UFC Mexico. UFC's in Mexico next weekend, where Brandon Moreno will fight Brandon Royval.
Viva Mexico!
Royval and Moreno next week in Mexico for the UFC. We'll preview that
Perfect
coming up
Jason.
Thursday night right here on the Ringside Report Network. Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word. Please share this episode on whichever social media platform you use. Add a comment below and consider reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you